All right. And we are live. Flashpoint Ebontis, the moment has arrived. What's going on, man?
Oh man, every waking moment I have been buried and forsaken.
Woo.
Seriously. Like I know
Mm,
you've been doing the same, but it
no
feels good. I
life.
don't want to sleep. I have to sleep, but I don't want to sleep.
Talk about it, man. Oh, same thing, bro. It's just been it's scary how much of an effect the game has on me. That it's making me question certain things, but at the same time, man, it feels good. It feels good, and it's back, and been playing nonstop. It is just a tremendous feeling, and just to see, people come back and or at least even ask me how things are looking, that kind of thing. So this is a good time, man. We got a lot to discuss, so much to talk about. Flashpoint slash long point. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But
Well, late change for you guys. I'm just out in the morning and with timings and stuff like that. So we wanted to get it in tonight. So if you guys don't
mhm.
catch this one live or you're listening to it later, thank you for watching it wherever you guys watch it. And as always, follow us on all the socials.
Yes,
Yeah, I don't know. Let's just jump in. Where do
let's
you want
get
to even
into it,
start?
man.
Like, just we're
Whew.
gonna try and keep this one heads up. We're gonna try and keep this one spoiler light. We're not gonna deep
Yes.
dive. We'll give that maybe a week or two till we really at least one more week till we kind of go into full story discussion. But
Mhm.
so heads up if you're listening. If there's anything we think we're gonna say, try and give a heads up. So we'll try and give you guys a listening point to be like, hey,
Yes.
FYI, big spoiler
Yes.
coming, and we can try and preface
Absolutely.
it that way. But we'll try
Mhm.
not to do too much of this week so you guys can just enjoy. And then maybe next week we'll deep dive on a couple story items and stuff.
Absolutely, man. Same thing here. So we'll definitely go light spoilers, and we get into it. So where you want to start? You want to just start with basic experience, or you just want to twab it? How you want to jump off?
We'll save the TWAB because honestly, everybody just like it's Forsaken. The expansion's
Yeah.
out. The TWAB is pretty light. We'll cover a
Mhm.
couple things in that, which are
All right.
later. But generally, I just want like, I
Mhm.
mean, just come on and hit me. How's it been?
Man, it's been fantastic. It's just a breath of fresh air. I remember just early in the campaign, and just getting my first random roll drop and just seeing how much I missed that experience. But let's get to the chase. I mean, obviously, what we're here for is obviously the whole Cade situation and what has transpired. Again, light spoilers. I'm not going to go too deep. I want people who haven't experienced it to really experience it. But yeah, I just thought it was so well done, man. I thought it was really well done. I was definitely I felt the scope of the prison was really, really done well. I thought there was like fun.
Huge.
Yes, I thought there were very cool touches with the ads. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
you know, cell block D.
Oh yeah, no, I was like seriously saw little tidbits here and there.
Oh man, just a little attention to details, and for all intents and purposes, like K gets to shine, and you're just like, damn. And another thing too, I want to give. I know like there's a big civil war in the Ghost Dinklebot Nolanbot community. Come on, y'all. Listen, I'm not disrespecting Dinklebot. I'll never disrespect him. I always just said in that situation that he, was put in a situation where I don't know if it was one of the guys that they did, the writers, but or it was just one of those situations where he didn't have enough time, and because of Game of Thrones or whatever. But Nolan, by since he's come on, I know people. There's people like me who love him, and then there's people like me that's like other people that disagree with me. They say, "Hey, he doesn't shut up and too much jokes and yada yada yada." All I will say is this: if you want to respect the man's craft, that man is doing Cade.
Oh yeah, no, he
That's
nailed him.
that's Like for you to not even think about, wait a minute, that's not Nathan Fillion right now, and
Right.
still pull it off. I mean, like unless you're the hardcore Destiny guy, like you can tell a little bit of the different inflection on certain
Yeah,
things.
there were a couple twinges, but overall, like if you don't just deep dive, no,
Bro.
he was on.
Yeah. So like I said, that and the story was great. We got to where we got to the moment, so to speak, and
In proper style too, man.
yeah.
Like I won't say much more than that, but I wouldn't have asked for one certain thing to
Yeah.
happen any other way.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I mean, he stole the show.
Yeah.
He definitely missed. And then, as far as the aftermath, Oh boy, there's some more in that we haven't seen in trailer, just a little bit more. But just when I thought I wasn't pissed off with a certain Vanguard again, after you complete the campaign, for those who get to that point, there is something that happens with a certain member of the Vanguard who I am pissed off beyond belief. That it's like he rubs it in your face.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, oh man, y'all already know who I'm talking about. But it's just like, yeah, so me and Dude got problems, but that's another story. But yeah, just that, so that I'm gonna leave the campaign for that. I mean, obviously things change. The game, the Tangled Shore, it's just really cool. The new public events, all that good stuff. Spider, you know what I'm saying? And I will say this though, Spider's running a mean hustle right now for Masterwork cores, bro.
Dude, okay.
Bro.
Little tip to everybody: if you have a decent amount of shards, buy one masterwork a day and do
Mhm.
that now. Because if you buy more than one, that stuff escalates real fast.
Mhm.
It goes 10, 20,
Yes.
40, 80.
Yes. Now I
That's,
did find
that's
out.
insane.
That's insane. He doubles the price. Like he knows he's got the hottest product in town.
Yeah.
And every time you come back, he doubles the price. So I would advise what I did is once he got to like 80, asking for like 80 shards or something, I'm like, all right, cool down, bro. You're
Yeah,
doing too
wait till the
much.
next day. Yeah.
Exactly. You wait till the next day and on the reset. You know what I'm saying? And that was what saved me because I didn't know that. I got some people in my clan that were spending up to about, but he got up to about 1,000. I'm like, bro, what are you
Oh my
doing?
God. No, no. Yeah.
No.
It's not worth, you don't even need to infuse anything right now. You
Well,
really
well,
don't.
well. Here's the thing. For me personally, and I know a lot of my clanmates are like this.
Sleeper, whisper. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Sleeper, Crimson. Those are the two that seem to be like, yo, we're not leaving, or Whisper, right? Sleeper, Whisper, Crimson. Those are the three that or escalation shotgun. Those are
Yeah.
like,
I
yo,
see.
we ain't moving. And those were the two for me was escalation protocol shotgun. Because to be honest, we were way under leveled during the campaign. And it was like very beneficial during certain Baron fights. And then I want to ask you now, because I've been talking too much. What about you now, your experience, and then I want to ask you specifically about the Barons themselves. Like, how did you like that bad boy? Like, what was going on?
I actually really enjoyed each one of those. Now,
Mm-hmm.
heads up. So I did about 3 with a friend.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He was a little lower than I was, so he played for a minute. But by the time I finished the campaign and the Barons, I was under leveled and I was soloing that stuff. So I did 3 with a friend. I did 5. I did the last 5 or 6 on my own and under
Mm.
leveled. That last mission at 460, I did it at 443. That
Mm.
stuff was rough. I went back
Okay.
and played it the second time with my
Woo.
friends, and they were like, they had like leveled up and they were finishing the last mission at like 490.
Mm-hmm.
They just smacked them all around real fast. I was like, this isn't even the same damn game.
So for the sake, yo, I'm glad you said that. Shout
Yeah.
out to Dizzy the chat because we had the same thing, man. Like we were under leveled, had no business really being there, and it's like shout out to the new Dawnblade subclass. Oh man,
Oh no,
that
I was running missile. So
oh yeah,
I've got to say though,
you gotta get
we'll get back. No, we'll get back to the supers in a little bit.
we gotta
But,
get we got so much to talk
yeah.
about. But like I remember just doing those, that blessing, that ward of whatever it's called, and
Mhm.
it was just, kind of saving the day with certain things, having clutch moments. My boy Dizzy, he had his, Dragon Ball Z, don't, Kami,
Thing
whatever.
looks really cool. Even from a distance, that thing looks just beastly.
Oh, I was so jelly watching. I'm like, damn, I gotta unlock that. That's so serious. And then I had Addict. He was doing torpedo with the Titan, and it
That's
was
what I
just
went.
yeah. And I had him. He was doing like him and Dizzy with the offense. My role was to keep them alive, keep giving them blessings.
See, but that is actually something this game has been sorely lacking: a support class.
Preach.
Like, have a purpose that isn't just shoot stuff in the face.
Preach.
So, and that's
Yeah.
the other piece. My brother, he actually went Sentinel with that shield.
Mhm.
Dude, that thing is a walking, like, melting tank thing. Have you seen that thing in
Yes.
action?
Yes,
Oh my God, my brother just like walks forward, and as just people are running through, it's just like
Mhm.
orbs are shooting out of his head constantly as he's got like 20 guys running at this like giant shield. You could probably go 4 wide around the thing.
Yes.
Get a damage buff from. It's a beast. Like I was like, I don't know if it's gonna be big. No, that thing's huge too.
It's a huge window. It's a big window box.
It's
the hitbox, and then
Yeah.
I believe like when you shoot through it,
You get extra damage.
you get extra, yeah, and as well as generate orbs for the Titan, right?
He was making enough orbs on his own. I didn't even get to do anything. So
Wow.
he
No, but I
popped them all
think
out.
when you shoot, from my understanding, again,
Well,
I may be wrong. You know what I'm saying?
He was just running around with a giant shield, just melting enemies he walked through. I didn't even shoot through it hardly once.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Now you talking about the Captain America one where he's got it up and then you can shoot through
Yeah,
it.
no, it's
Though.
the one that's like, 8 guardians big for your shield that he can rotate. But if he walks with that one and stuff runs into it, it just melts them right there.
Oh, I didn't realize it had that.
Oh yeah,
effect.
yeah. You can use that as offense and just push forward with that thing.
Wow.
It just dies. Like,
did not know that.
Oh yeah, it's like a monster in offense, and I was like, "What is happening right now?" And he's like, "Oh, dude, this is fun. I just like run forward and stuff dies." I was like, so no, that was like a huge like you can stand still, or if you want to go push up on a point, you can push up on a point. So yeah, so no, that one was at a bigger surprise than I honestly thought.
That's nice. That's nice, man. Wow.
Well, I guess we're talking about supers. I love my little mini fist of havoc all the time. My melee slam, that thing is amazing. For one, I can aim it. If you get up high, you can cover some damn good size ground, cover some distance. But man, that missile, that blast radius. I just literally played one Crucible match my daily for today. I hit 4, and that thing is a massive. Like you're not gonna escape that. If they're relatively near you, it's done.
Shout out to somebody on Twitter. They had like some mean snipe of a torpedo Titan that like was coming at them.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. He's like, I nearly pooped my pants, and this is like, dude barely kills him before.
Shout out to Zero in the chat. Yes, Gunslinger Super. Finally, the hunters have a shutdown super. Like, do not be around them.
You pop in the air and they fire, you're kind of done. Like if you're in their vision,
yes, it's like a faster Nova bomb.
Oh,
it's great in PvE. Also, it's super powerful. Oh my god,
like 20 like a boat. That's a lot of knives, isn't it? Pretty good.
And you gotta direct it and do some stuff. I think like the way you twist in the air. My boy Sinister was running it, and yeah, man, that is very impressive. What else? I just got the Stormcaller one. I just unlocked it when I got to the second half to the Dream City. And yeah, it is really powerful. It's now the only thing is I gotta figure this out. Maybe Dizzy can help me or somebody. Like from what I was told, you cut it off in mid super and you have super energy. But what I'm noticing when I do it,
doesn't seem like it.
Like it goes back to like I have nothing.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's working as intended or a little bug, but I thought the exact same thing. And then I heard like you don't get it back, or if you turn it on and turn it off, you might have a quarter. But it's not like, hey, use half and
nothing.
Right. So like I think from what I remember them saying too, they're like, oh yeah, you can cut it off. Like if you melt a medium enemy, that way you can use it more frequently, but it doesn't seem to be working that way right now.
Yeah, maybe something. Okay, because I thought I was bugging out on that, because that was something I was really that kind of flexibility I wanted to look at. But I want to go back to, like I said, you were talking with the Barons. Like, tell me like which one stood out to you, any particular fight, just the mechanics and how you felt also during these fights.
Trickster was very unique. See, I liked, because I'd heard one thing and somebody a little bit was like, first time you call it, first time you play that mission, it's just like everybody said who tried it, they're like, oh yeah, I died from like trap or whatever it was, like being the different traps in there are really cool. I saw the little like secret stuff in that place too from I think shout out Unknown Player or Houndish. Those guys have been just on fire. Those guys put out more content than I don't even know how to get.
Don't play it.
But yeah, both of those guys. Yeah, just like the little tweaks in there. For me as a solo fight, the sniper was really, really cool. I love sniping in any game because he was all over that damn level in places I did not expect to see him. That I really liked because he was all over the place. And then he had the holograms that could still hit you. One shot to hit him down.
Yes. Gotta say that. Shout out to the machinist.
Oh, yeah, big boy.
Yeah. Machinist was good. I like that
I like
one.
his scale. I like the scale of size on some of these too. They are
Yes.
not small.
Oh.
They made like 8 new bosses, like
Hmm.
legit stuff.
Hmm.
Um, and then I was gonna say the final one for me was a hell of a fight because I was by myself, blue circle on the ground,
Hmm.
had to run around, had everything shooting at me, was trying to pick stuff off from a side.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so most of them are really cool.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think
Yeah.
on
Dizzy said Trickster too.
The rider wasn't bad. It was cool. It was nice to see
Mhm.
the tech back for a little bit.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Trickster was my favorite too. I mean, one of my favorites too, Diz, because he had the my
the
boy
fake
was
stuff
playing Addict, and he's like, "Yo, I got an exotic," and I'm like, "No."
that he picked up and exploded.
Yes. Yo, we died laughing. Like I said, it was me, Addict, Dizzy. We bust out laughing. Like it was so funny. And then he had like the fake glimmer all over the place. Like that was very unique. I did thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, like, shout out to like themes of things, and sometimes Bungie nails it. Like, I mean,
Mhm.
like Crota was meant to be like the hive animalistic raid, and it was
Yeah.
like the trickster. There's a secret chest with nothing in it.
Yes.
That was literally
Yes.
like trickster. It's like, well, you literally can't believe anything in here. Okay, good. And like that
So
was,
well
and it
done.
just followed through with the theme.
So
But
well
I would
done.
like so my favorite, honestly,
Go ahead.
for feel when it happened the first time.
Mhm.
You got to guess.
Let me see. Your favorite Baron? Is
I don't know if it's favorite, but I was like, definitely stop me in my tracks. Like, okay, that just happened. Mindbender.
Mm. Trying to remember Mindbender now.
You go
Refresh.
ascend. You flip. You go ascendant.
Oh yes, yes. I'm bugging. I forgot. We flew through that one. But yeah,
Heads
I
up,
do
spoilers,
remember.
guys. A lot of shit's going down already.
Yeah, it's a lot of that one was
Beep.
cool. Yep. Definitely. I forgot about that. Was cool. Yes, with the ascendant stuff. When you were going back and forth with the yeah, very cool fight. Very cool fight. Shout out, Zero says shout out to the rider. Yeah, rider was fun. It was different. Like you had your little vehicle stuff like that. Oh no, you know who I got a shout out? Who's the big boy, the melee boy, the one with the thing? I forgot his name.
Hangman.
Yes, because again, Addict's in there. He's talking crazy. Yo, we gonna kill all these barons. We gonna revenge Cade, and we gonna go for the hangman. Because remember, what's cool about it is you get to pick which order you get them, right? So we did. I think we did hangman or whatever, and again, we're still kind of under leveled. We just went straight campaign. We really didn't do any type of grinding, anything. Boom, straight campaign.
Yeah,
we
no, I
did.
didn't. And yeah, that was honestly the way to do it. I
Yeah.
mean, like for anybody who wanted to level up, sure, you might get a little more, but honestly, like, yeah, go enjoy the campaign because you're gonna have
Addicts in
some
the
time
chat.
anyway.
He's in the chase. Oh, geez. Yeah,
What's
here's the
up,
thing.
Addict?
I had to shout you out, bro, because it was so funny. He's like, yo, we gonna get that guy. That we hang around like the way he looked at me and the thing. I said, all right, cool, let's do it. So we get and he starts trapping us in the room, starts hitting the Addict with what I call the one hitter quitters, where it's just one hit and that's it. So everybody's like, yo, move, split up, split up, split up. It was just funny because we were so on the level, we're getting one hit, rezzing the other one, and then just kind of scrambling around the room. So I thought the hangman fight was fun because Addict made it funny. And I kept targeting Addict. It's almost like the game heard what he said. So we had like this inside joke. We were just laughing. It's so funny. But
Nice.
that one definitely tricks the last one. Machinist was good because it was kind of epic and the scale, like you said, was big. And
Yeah, he was a big dude.
big. And I thought it was a female. I can't remember. Was it Machinist a female?
I can't. Yeah,
Well,
I know they mentioned there was not like I swear half
yeah.
of them were hers when they're like, "Oh, she is." I was like, "Really?" There's a lot of she's in this, which is cool.
Yeah. And
I mean,
then
I can't tell a she or a he when they look like that. So
exactly.
thanks for the
Excuse me,
explanation, Ghost.
my gender bias on this one, but yeah, that and obviously the last one Mindbender,
Mindbender was near the end, towards the higher
right? The
end.
one who was protecting.
No, that one's the fanatic.
The fanatic, right?
Yeah,
I like
fanatic's
that.
the final one.
I like that. There's that mechanic where the pull in. Oh man,
Dude,
yeah,
that one's trippy when
that was
they're
trippy. Mm-hmm.
that one's kind of crazy. So honestly, that's like so how many I've been trying to think how many total missions are in this damn campaign?
Campaign, yeah, it's a lot, man. It's
Is it like because I mean I would count every adventure as a mission per se
yes,
as you're going through the campaign.
absolutely.
So is it I would say at least 10, maybe 11. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, because I would say you've got the Cade build up, right? So you would say that was what
so that
maybe
was prison.
Then you
Probably is it the one where you see each baron?
right.
and then kind of the last one is a gigantically long mission with everything. So I'd say 10 or 11, somewhere in there.
Hold on a second. There's one thing I gotta say that's absolutely hilarious that Zero said in the chat.
All right.
He said, "My favorite enemy, though, in all of Destiny is the vandal that runs the nightclub bus."
Dude, that is so good. I literally walked into that lost sector for the first time, and I was like, "Wait a minute, are we in a fallen nightclub?" That was so good.
And the beats, why they got those beats? Those
Change
songs.
the music too. My brother went up and changed the tunes.
I'm dead. I was like, yo, again, it was just classic Bungie. Like, it was just so many nods, so many little touches, so many things. Yo, shout out to Bose right now. I didn't think they would be as. I'm actually loving those. Have you messed around with Bose too much, or you can't get into them?
No, actually, like mine's not that high level. I think I haven't infused one just because I was waiting. But while I was using it for a while, dude, they're crispy.
Yeah, super accurate. Aim assist is super high. You know what I mean? And shout out to Fonz. He's got a sick roll with what you call it, with Rampage on his. And I'm just like, dude, it's a machine. Like, I didn't think, like, Bose is low key like part of the meta. Like, seriously, Bose are part of the meta, man. Not only
aim assist is off the charts, but
yeah, aim assist is sick. You know, and it one shot if you get caught. And I've been getting killed by bows in Crucible. It's definitely a great new weapon type, man. So yeah, man. So that was for me was that. And then OC campaign, we got that. And again, we're gonna keep this as spoiler free as possible as we can. But all I would say is I implore all who listening, I implore all who pick up the DLC, do what you got to do to get through the campaign, because we'll talk. I'll let you talk, Aldrin. But I want to talk post Aldrin. The Dreaming City, man, is that one of the most beautifulest skyboxes in Destiny history. That is some old Lord of the Rings Tolkien joint going on over there, right? It's epic. It's just, man, I cannot. Even when they were talking about it in Vidocs and stuff prior, and you saw a little bit, you're like, okay, that looks cool. That looks cool. You know what I'm saying? Until you get there, and then it's way bigger than that map that's shown. There's more stuff. It is truly a space, its own space. And honestly, the way it looked, like, I hope they do this for every kind of, you know what I mean? Like, I like
setting the bar high. Like, I mean, whatever September is next year, man, that's a big bar.
Absolutely. Like, man, this needs to be the new thing, because it just felt it for the first time. Like, Destiny felt really like an MMO to me. I was like, yo, we're going somewhere different. It's completely different. It's huge in scope. It's part of the end game. And then, as we know, this space will change. And I'll just never forget going inside there and then doing, you know, the activity we'll talk about later. And man, I cannot say enough about the Dreaming City. Please get the campaign done. If you haven't gotten it, get it done, because that's when the game really begins. That's all I got to say. What you got to say about that, and also on Aldrin?
Which order? I mean, on Dreaming City, I haven't explored it that much because I was like replaying the last 3 missions with my friends last night. I've worked the last 2 nights. So I haven't had as much time to just like basically straight IV this game like you have.
Yeah.
But I mean, so far, just like you land and it's just the drive up, the opening, Petra's cool. So I mean, my experience is limited. I did get to experience my first attempt at that public event. That's crazy.
It is insane.
But a little exploring around at the bounties and just the stuff I've seen in a couple blips from videos, like, it looks crazy. Plus whatever comes later, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But overall, yeah, I mean, I don't even think I've scratched the surface of that place at all. So I mean, I gotta defer to you on that one. But from what I've seen, looks amazing, and I love how when I went there, I got my butt whooped.
Yes,
that was my favorite part.
Preach.
I got there and I got killed. I was like, "What? Wait, hold on. What's the 535?" I was like, "Yes, okay, this is straight up. We're just getting started."
Exactly. And what I love is they now have sections to say, like, yo, fam, you're not ready. You're not ready to be here. I love
Yep.
when I see immune again, like of certain things. You're like,
Uh,
oh man,
yep.
like even just the wanted with the wanted barons and stuff. I mean, the wanted escapees from the prison
Oh,
from
dude, those have a
Spider,
lot of health.
bro. And I
They take a
love
while.
they take a while to kill. And on top of that, I love that they're everywhere throughout the game. Like I was doing, strikes, different things, lost sectors. You'll see these wanted, you know, escapees all over, and they're super powerful, man. They're super powerful. But another thing I want to ask you about is, and I had a good discussion with Lord Kaibatsu about this, and he approaches Destiny differently. Not that he's not a hardcore. He is now hardcore. He plays all the time. We always tease him, like call him like the Destiny casual. He gets mad when I say that. But that's my man. But he really commits, man. He plays every day. He's out of that. So the thing we've had this discussion is actually, from his standpoint, he's coming from true MMO sensibilities, gear sets, mid maxing, yada
Yep.
yada yada, right? So his thing is like, yo, I love he was raving about the collections tab. He was like, Cognitive, this is what I'm talking about. See, I don't have to go to the tower. Everything is here. It's accessible. This is streamlined. You know what I'm saying? Like he's going on and on about the UI, the bounties, the claiming, the grabbing the shaders, grabbing the weapons, anything straight from space or wherever
Mhm.
you are. So like,
Yep.
what do you feel about that in reference to design change and UI interface? Like how would you feeling when you were getting into that?
Okay, first I'll be honest, I haven't looked at the triumphs and the collections that much because I've been trying to play more than dig into like lore and click on buttons. It's like I need function time right now.
I
So
feel you. I feel you. No doubt.
but
Fair
no,
enough.
with regards to all of that, like that's great. I mean, year one stuff, you're probably not going to use that much, but
Mhm.
way to look at collections, way to give you a task of, hey, this is something you can go do. I kind of wish it didn't have the name on some of the stuff, or like
Yeah.
kind of a giveaway. I wish it was like, here's a question mark. You can get this kind of here. Like a little more vagueness to some of those pieces because I looked, I was like, oh, that's a new exotic. I already see it. Okay.
Hmm.
Like I wish some of that stuff wasn't there.
No, I agree. No, I agree with
We're
you. I
surprised by that.
didn't like
But
that aspect. Yeah, I didn't like that we were seeing stuff that we didn't have, and
yeah.
I wish those were question marks. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that part.
But for me, probably one of my biggest things with regards to MMO feel, not
Talk,
full, but feel,
talk to me.
armor, perks,
Oh
rolls.
my god,
So
I was thinking about you.
seriously, the entire time, like my first piece of armor, I was like, we have void, arc, or solar
Yes.
damage resistance masterwork levels. I was like, what the?
Yes.
So that was
Yes.
cool. But like all the armor perks are from Destiny 1. I think everyone is back and then some.
And then some.
I'm still trying to figure out the difference between, and I'm gonna actually pull up Dim on my computer while we're talking.
Go
So
for it,
there's
man.
one that says like reserves, and it's
Yes.
get bonus reserves, and the other one that says you like have more ammo. And I'm like, what the hell's the difference? I still haven't tested that one yet because I don't know what the two mean.
Hmm.
But like all those little things, like every roll, like I pull this one, I've got rocket launcher reserves, increase the amount of launcher ammo you can carry. Okay, that makes
Hmm.
sense.
Hmm.
But then there's other ones that's like rocket launcher scavenger. Rocket launchers
Yes.
get bonus reserves when you pick up ammo. I don't know the difference between those two.
All right, though that's old school D1. Let me tell you. Let me break it
I'm
down.
trying to remember the
What
difference.
that is remember when you used to wear those boots that would give you extra heavy ammo reserve. So let's just say your rocket normally only held 6. Now
Yeah.
it could go up to 8. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Based on that reserve perk. It's beautiful because when I
So okay,
got it,
no, but wait, explain the difference. So on the helm it says rocket launcher reserves, increase the amount of ammo you can carry. That is
right,
exactly what you said.
right,
But then on my gauntlets, I've got hold on, I'm trying to find the one with it. It says rocket launcher scavenger, not
right,
rocket launcher reserves.
right.
Get bonus reserves when you're picking up ammo. So when you pick up ammo, do you get extra when you pick it up now? Is that the thing? Like
It
instead
should
of maybe
reserve
getting
should give
2, maybe
more.
you
I
get
think it's like
3?
0. Yeah, it should give reserve should give more. Scavenger should give more per brick.
Okay, got it. Reserves more per brick, and then and then the other ones hold more. Got it. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
like your bag. The other one is just hold more in the bag. You know what I'm saying?
But
Kind of thing.
like, I mean, the amount of
Oh.
builds, yeah, 0. Thank you.
Hmm.
I just hadn't tested that one, but that makes perfect sense. I'm just apparently stupid.
No, no, I hear you. Like, trust me, I was overwhelmed. I didn't think they would go that deep.
But you've got like unflinching for like every different ammo type, like on your chest. You've got, and a lot of them actually pretty make sense. So you've got reload speed, you've got the grenade throw distance on the arms. I love how they got like momentum transfer stuff that helps with supers.
Bro,
The
that was what I was about to
marks, the
say.
marks have mods like invigoration. Like I was waiting for, I was like, where's my stuff when I pick up orbs? That stuff is back.
That's back.
I was like, so many, and like, and then between all your like damage types, like 2, 3, 4, 5, all those different crazy things, I'm like, that was my biggest win. Now I still hate that stats kind of suck, but overall, I love the fact that armor has so much different stuff going on.
So yo, let me tell you, when I
from the Dreaming City, that's really kind of trippy.
I got one of those too. I think I
Riven or whatever.
Yes, Riven or whatever it's
Riven,
called.
yeah.
Where it's like really risk reward, where you do more damage,
but
you receive more damage. That's gonna be interesting. The one that like, I've got so many because like listen, my build. I'm gonna be honest, like everything I've been playing with everything new, but in order to get to the hard content, I had to go old school D2, which was escalation protocol, shotgun, energy. Sleeper, I'm sorry, Sleeper's coming with me. I don't care how many cores I'm paying. Spider, I'm in business with you, bro.
I was like, just don't do it. Don't do it all the time.
No, not all the time. I do it in like 30 light level jumps, 30 to 40 light level jumps, right?
Okay.
So come 30, 40 light levels now. I'm like, when I was like 430, okay, boom. And then I was, got to 480 or whatever, boom, 500, boom. So those been the two. So what's been really cool is I've got certain armor that I don't want to level up all the way or dismantle, because one of them has like shotgun kills, give super energy, and it's substantial with escalation protocol. Think about that. Then I got I got a helmet that gives me like linear fusion rifle, because remember, sleep is considered linear fusion.
Yep, it is. Yeah.
So it's one that gives me, snap accuracy, fast draw. It's like one perk that does all three of those things, right?
Yeah.
That's like a helmet. Then I got a pair of boots that's like linear fusion rifle reserves. You know what I'm saying? Then I got another like arm that's like shotgun reloads faster. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like the min-maxing and the building and just the customization towards this specific loadout that I'm running with. I'm like, damn, it's hard because I want to infuse. I want to go up and light fast, but it's like funny, like, damn, I don't want to leave these behind. So it's just so funny. Like you have to make now those decisions again, where you're like, damn, this one aesthetically looks good, but this ugly piece of gear that I got way better on.
Oh, I don't even care about looks right now. I haven't even thought about it once. Don't care about those looks at all. But yeah, that perk of like give and take, like the so many different perks that I've seen, and I love that. And the fact that you're gonna have like a void build, a solar build, arc build on top of everything else. Oh, jeez,
bro. We go like that aspect, that minutia is destiny. That's what I was wanting to see. And I'm so happy for you, because I know this was your biggest worry.
Because they
didn't talk about it.
Okay, why the hell did they not mention any of that stuff? I wasn't like final day one patch stuff or what? Because like they did not ever bring up any of. They just said like, random rules are coming to weapons on armor. They dialed like the combat stream. They dove into like the perks, the mods, and by the way, mods actually. Yeah, I gotta dig deep, but like
I've been messing
every day. Like I gotta make sure I get them.
Yeah, I've been messing. I got one for weapons that's does more damage to powerful enemies. I got I think I might throw that in. But I can't throw it in escalation because it can only be old. It could only be the newer weapons. That's what I found out. Oh, let me give you guys some pro tips. Shout out to Fonz. With infusion, because we know infusion is crazy out here in these streets. Master cores is real. better hold on to them, man. I'm telling y'all right now, if whoever's playing, hold on to your master cores. Do not be infusing every 5 minutes like me. Do be smart. What I would say, pro tip, if you get the same exact gun, 2 better devils, right? One roll has another better roll, whatever. The one you want to infuse it, you can infuse it for the same gun type, for the same gun, exact gun, for just glimmer claws, no masterwork cores, no shards. Found that out. Also, exotics, you can use those for infusion. Like say, for example, I had they gave me, my first one was like a risk runner, a new risk runner at like 505, right? And I had I believe I had another. I think it was the escalation protocol shotgun, and I'm like, damn, let me just see if I can infuse, being that they're both in the same energy slot, if I can infuse it, it's going to ask for cores. And being that the exotic is exotic, it does not require a master core infusion. So those are two tips to kind of trying to say, because cores are at a premium right now, right?
Oh yeah.
And I'm very curious to see how they handle this going forward. I know Spider resets, but core sources to get cores is not really non-existent. If you really think about it, besides a Spider, it's very random. And I'm very curious to see how they handle Xur, because I think he may end up having cores, because cores are real right now. They for everything, armor infusion, gun infusion. It's
Yep.
it's real, man. So pay attention to, and also to make something a masterwork, a tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, whatever masterwork.
It
So
costs the higher the masterwork, the more it is to infuse. Man, that stuff gets expensive.
cores are real out here in these streets. Please save your cores.
God, that Dave Chappelle meme. You guys got any more of those cores?
Exactly. Hey, you got them cores, bro.
Yeah, seriously. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I was like, and for some who didn't like play that much, I'd saved up a decent amount, so I have some, but they're gonna go quick when I finally do it. But if you didn't have any saved, it's brutal right now. Like you couldn't on it. You're just playing what drops.
Yes, because you're gonna be out here with the blue garb, looking very Tangled Shore, your Tangled Shore ensemble, not looking very hot guarded. You're not gonna be flashy, because you're just gonna have to put on whatever is the highest level. And I literally had to adopt that strategy. And I thought it was an interesting design choice. I think they kind of want to slow down just superpower leveling. Also, I want to ask you about, which we haven't touched at all, Gambit. Now that the full Gambit is out in the wild, like what are you feeling? How you experiencing it? Have you touched it at all since?
I played a few matches. I did the daily, whatever day it was, I guess Wednesday yesterday. I did my daily there. I had probably one of my best matches of all, because for one, nobody had sleeper. Not everyone. I didn't play with the groups who were running that way, which maybe I just was lucky to not play with them. And all the crazy people on PC were just leveling up. But I had one. Our primevals were out for. I feel like they had to have tweaked something from first day patch, because that primeval was out a lot longer. Now maybe we weren't as powerful. Maybe it had some more health, or maybe we're just like less optimized. It's very possible, because like sleepers may still melt. But we had a point where it got pretty low, and then somebody went and invaded and got a pretty big boost, and we went back and forth like multiple times. So when we had that trial, it was like invade once, it melted so fast. I saw people Error, that one guy had like a 2-minute match, 2-minute round. They went full efficiency, full melt, done. So I don't know if it's not everybody was completely optimized. The infusion was having people not run all supers all the time, but the one I played was I don't even know what map it is.
Which is, just tell me what enemy type was on it, if you can remember.
Oh, Hive was on it. I know.
Oh, I hate that one.
With all the little platform and bubbles.
Oh, with the platform and the damn shriekers that knock you off.
No, I actually didn't have any shriekers on mine.
Mine's got shriekers, and they're brutal.
They are seen those in there yet.
Dude, you know how many times I got shot by the shriekers trying to deposit motes back through the damn jumping, and I'm warlock floofing all over the place, getting shot up. Oh man, I didn't have a good experience.
Well, I mean, but it was a completely different enemy type. So thralls were a lot quicker to kill.
Absolutely.
Curse thrall do kind of their own thing. They're gonna explode. So run by, let them pop, and you get some some quicker stuff. But then you have things like knights that'll take a little bit longer. But that map was you had that one was easier to get around, because you had little launch pods that would shoot you across the map. And the other one, I feel like the forest one, sometimes if you're on one side and you got to run there, Jesus, this is a long walk across. Sometimes it felt like it was too far, where you really got to be okay, you two start doing that. We're going to start going across.
Facts.
That was more important there. The other one, we're okay, we're killing stuff here. Okay, we're going to the other side. Launch. We're there. So that was almost a little more in the mix, quicker. And then as it was different tiers and levels, it seemed to not be just this flat forest. So the invaders seemed to have more issues.
Yes, I agree.
Actually go invade, but the ones who came in were having less success. It seemed on both sides.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. And hold on. Oh, Zero. See, I was gonna get to it. Zero. He's talking about what do I think about the blind well and mechanics of harmony. Obviously you have not touched that yet, right?
That's gonna be all you, bud.
All right. So yeah, I'll jump in. Listen. All right, so let's start from the experience. I think it's fantastic. It is chaotic. You are literally in a well, but it's like, first of all, the aesthetics is just this pristine. Just think of like a beautiful glass castle, and you're inside, and like I said, you're in this thing. You kind of set off this thing to charge up the well or whatever it is, and at that point, the scorn start coming in like wildfire, and it's insane because, as you know, there's way new enemy types. We didn't go too deep, but the new enemy types, they all behave different, right? So we have those aggressive guys with the chains, and they got these other ones where they like the little tiki torches. They're very fanatical, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the new, they almost remind me of the Resident Evil crawlers or whatever on the floor, but they explode also like exploding thrall, and they're very,
Street are the new
yes,
ones. Yeah.
yeah, and they're very fat. And because you're in this
They're
confined
terrifying.
space, yeah, you can't really get away. So it's really good. If you have defensive subclasses, my warlock was shining in there. You know what I'm
That's what I
saying?
was gonna say. The people who have
Oh,
if you don't have the warlock
if
build, you're gonna want to
yeah,
level that thing up for the
if
raid because that's gonna
yes,
be huge.
I am so glad I made that my first choice for the raid. Like I'm going to be ready. So yeah, that one tremendous in there. Titan tremendous in there. You want a hunter with the knives, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing to knock out the bosses. And they have this cool mechanic. So basically, the best I can describe it, is it's Court of Oryx meets Escalation Protocol, but better than both. Because what happens is, as you go from well to well and you charge up these things, then you have to get into a boss encounter. And the boss encounter is two of them. And you cannot damage these bosses. And that's kind of the theme of the blind well. You cannot damage anything until you get this thing called harmony. And there's certain enemies you can see that have it. They glow. When you get it, then when you have harmony, it's like a 10-second timer or whatever it is. Once you get that timer, then it's like you have to go full tilt, and it will do damage to break the shields, but it still takes a long time. And it has to be a coordinated effort and a concentrated effort because there's also a timer involved, right? And it's just so many other things. Also, here you have to stay in the well. A lot of those guys that have the enemies that have the harmony are outside of the well. So you have to go out. When you go outside of the well, you lose kind of like a protection, and you got a timer to get back in. Otherwise, you'll die. It's almost like a marching band. It's like boom, boom, boom. It's warning you, get back in. So
Oh
all
man.
all all I want to say is, with all of this, the mode is fantastic. But it just, me and Adequate talk, we're like, yo, if they're doing this for this just mode, right? Can
Yeah.
you imagine what the raid is
Raid is gonna
going
be
to be? And again, we haven't seen it. Last Wish, but I'm just gonna tell you right now, I got a lot of confidence. This raid might be something special, man. Like, we'll see. Volta Glass is always gonna be Volta Glass. You know what I'm saying? Take a kick. Oryx is gonna
I
be
got a
Oryx.
feeling this like
I
so
just
from
got a
little like
feeling, man. I got a
yeah, from a couple videos and a couple like data mine pieces. If there's as many encounters as I think there might be
yes,
alone, much less like
yes.
what all is going to be in there and secrets and all that
Mm-hmm.
fun stuff,
Mm-hmm.
dude. Yeah, like
All right.
no, I mean from everything I've seen so far, the bar is set really, really high, so expectations are like blown away. And then on top of whatever the raid team is always able to, shout out to Joe
Mm-hmm.
Garoth on Twitter,
Yes, sir.
always out there at Bungie putting in the work.
Absolutely.
But man, like, so like King, more bosses than ever,
Yep.
and we've had four true boss
Mm-hmm.
fights because we had War Priest, Golgoroth,
Go, girl.
Sister, Daughters, and then Oryx. That's four. So more has to be five,
Mm-hmm.
and then whatever else crazy jumping, either jumping puzzle or wall of thunder or
there is
whatever
a
is going to happen.
There is a puzzle. One of my clanmates peeked into the triumphs. I didn't, but he peeked into the triumphs because, again, low key, these triumphs and collections are spoiling certain things. Not
Yeah, see,
everything.
I don't want that stuff to stop.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't do it. I'm not gonna. So all I'm gonna say. There's supposedly maybe one different mechanic other than just boss fights in this raid.
That's what I thought. I saw six
Mm.
pieces, and one of them was like, something that didn't sound like defeat. So
Yeah,
yep,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
So
So yeah, that's what we got to look forward to. But overall, man, I mean, I mean, again, it's early. I want to reserve judgment until the raid does come. But in my opinion, I'm confident enough to say this feels like the Taken King moment.
Yeah,
This
I mean,
feels like, yo, we're back. We're back all the way. We've got everything you want. And it's just so much to do. It is just so much to do. He's like, I look at all the bounties now and all the things, and I'm overwhelmed. I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do now? What am I gonna do today? Okay, can I work on this K quest? Can I get this? All right, no, you know what? But Crucible's really popping right now. Oh, but then again, I got my clan stuff to do, and that requires you to work with a clan and get powerful gear. So it's different sources, and the game kind of guides you. It gives you the freedom, right? To say, hey, do it this way, do it that way. The map, you look at the map, strikes are on the map again, right? You're like, oh man, this is cool. Like, it's just so much little things coupled with how great the game looks. Then I got a shout out. We're gonna get into the 12. The music.
oh,
Can we give Destiny its due with music? Finally, gaming
well, I
community.
mean, I'm pretty sure we always do, but like,
But I feel like because of the stigma with Destiny sometimes, that it really doesn't get enough credit. Like I gotta throw the gauntlet down. Ain't no game with better. I'm talking about no disrespect to Marty O'Donnell, right? Because the Spheres, fantastic. But I gotta low key say they haven't missed a beat since he's been gone, fam. Keep it real. Since Taken King, since Rise of Iron had some iconic themes. I remember the raid. I could sing the raid music to you right now. You know what I'm saying? They used to like stop there like wah wah wah. Remember that? Wah
oh yeah,
wah wah. And you fighting the boss, the cable guy, and all that stuff. Like they've got iconic themes, and then the Cade stuff very emotional. You know that music when you go back to the tower, bro. Crazy.
no,
That
like the sound, like, and they've kind of tweaked the sound. They always do this occasionally, like tweaking the sounds on all the guns. Things just sound a little different, little like a little refined here, a little tweak there, but always the soundtrack as you're going through. No, always awesome on
I'm
the
I'm
music.
putting it out there,
Absolutely.
man. I'm putting the gauntlet down. Best music in gaming. I'm sorry. I'm putting it down, bro. I'm putting it down.
I was like, I'm trying to think what I would have played. Like, I honestly would have to listen to God of War in the moment. That might be my only one that fits because of story and feel and a couple moments in there. But I mean, it's if it is or isn't better, I'm trying to like,
What
but for at least what I
exactly?
remember, like for what I remember, like Destiny still is just like it
Another
nails all of
level.
it.
It's another level. And then they got the Gregorian chants. And then for the people, my boy hit me today. He was like, well, maybe Halo. I was like, but you talking to the people who made that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't even think Halo, since, I mean, from the beginning, yes. Halo 1, the iconic theme, we know. Nothing's touching that. I respect that. But it's just like, I'm talking about from a consistent sequel and constant iteration. Oh, shout out to Zero Whisper Music. Yes. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like like, bro, they know how to get themes. Like even Curse of Osiris, as bad as that DLC was, when you flying, come on, bro. When you
I know.
flying in and you hear that is crazy. I was listening to Osiris theme. I was listening to some Warmind stuff, and we're gonna get into it because I'm buying that soundtrack, fam. They got it.
Just do the get it for free.
Yeah.
The
How can I get
Bungie
it?
the Bungie rewards.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you can get it for free. So you just got to
Nah,
finish the campaign.
I'll finish the campaign. Yeah, I'll finish the campaign. Okay.
Yeah,
But I
so
think part
it'll
of me
get
I
there.
gotta get the money. But anyway, I've gone on my tangents. Yo, shout out to MB, MJ in the chat. What's up, baby? That's one of our clan mates. He's in there. Good to see you, bro.
Nice. What's up, man?
Yeah, man. So I'll let you talk. I've been talking a lot, but
No, no, man. I'm just letting you hit the road. Like I know you've been in it a bit more than me. I've played a lot, but not as much as you. So I was
yeah, I've
like,
been no
anything you
lifer.
got opinions on?
Yeah. She said, listen to the Warframe soundtrack. I feel you, Zero, but the problem I have with any other game in comparison is again body of work. I'm not dissing Warframe. I've not listened to everything. I've only heard some things, but again, I can name you like at least 12 to 15 tracks from Destiny that is just consistent bangers from start to finish. And I'm excluding. I'm not even playing fair. Like I could throw in D1 and Marty with the spheres and get y'all out of here. I'm being nice and excluding that, right? Because Marty got his own situation going on, and out of respect for him, I'm not going to include that. I'm gonna go from Taken King on. Every DLC, there's at least 5 iconic soundtracks or tracks that when you hear it mentally, you know what you were doing, you know what was going on,
You
and you
remember the
know,
remix for the Sepix Prime Strike?
God,
That was like a little twinge of like the recent Doom into Destiny with like the Rock. Like, oh, that was like a proper remix that fit that one really well. I always like that one.
bro, they've got the best music in gaming. I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry, I'm being ignorant.
I was like, he's throwing down a
I'm
gauntlet,
going to
guys.
go
Come at him.
give
Come
it
at him.
up. They're not giving my game. Listen, you may not like the game. If it's a grindy, it's too grindy for you. You feel they're ripping you off. That's your business. I get that. But if you want to put music to music, bro, it's no comparison. They got symphonies going on doing stuff in here that I'm just like, this they understand tone, they understand feeling, they understand what it is. You know what I'm saying? Nah, fam, Zero Warfare ain't seeing it. I'm sorry, I'm shutting your mic off. It's not seeing it. I'm gonna give you 10 tracks and we're gonna go blow for blow. It's not seeing it. No way, no how. Period. But I'm done ranting.
I was going to say this is a Cognito I haven't
I'm
seen in a little
no,
while.
no, I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not trying to hear it because at the end of the day,
Literally.
they are not giving this game credit for what it's doing well, and that is undisputed. Continue.
I don't even know where we were.
We're going off on a tangent. I'm hype.
No, no, you're good. You're good. So, but yeah,
Mhm.
music is sounding good. Oh, we got a bet. We'll have to see
Oh,
how that goes.
and he will lose. We could.
I mean,
do it.
it's.
I got
like
him
you
on deck
got.
right now, bro. All I
You
got to do
got.
is I can play the weakest joint. I can play Osiris DLC music. He's out of there. He's out of there. What? Are you crazy? When you flew in, it's over. It's over. Panamtes, it's over. There is nothing.
That is a boss I wish we got to see more of. Anoptes looked really cool.
Yeah, they should have went more with that.
Yep.
They should have went more with that.
So I'm trying to think. So what else from Forsaken itself without going?
Too
So
bad.
like, I mean, Gambit, the few matches I've done are fun, but that's just a huge different pillar. Like, oh, I want to log into Destiny. What do I want to just go play some Gambit for a little? That's like gonna just be another thing to work on leveling up. Crucible. I got some practice to do. Felt really bad in my last match. Trying to think what else. So
What should be done?
nobody's touched. I mean, very few people have touched a Nightfall yet. But now that you see, you get 2 different weeklies: regular Nightfall and scoring Nightfall.
Yes, yes, yes. I am not ready for that life. Addict and Sinister try to get me in there, and yeah, I actually heard what was going on because it was like, was it like 5:30 or something like that? And I'm like, look, I don't need,
40.
yeah, I don't need that level of frustration. That Forsaken has made it very clear when you're in an area that you're not supposed to be because you're not of level, get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clear. Like, I haven't seen a whole lot of people touching those yet. I think the highest I've seen somebody was like 522, which I still am not even quite sure how they got there. Probably like just no life in it beyond what you have. But I mean, still at that point, you have to go like, I mean, you hit all the dailies. And what if you're just unlucky? What if I get a mark and I get another mark? And that's like a piece that doesn't upgrade. So, I mean, some of that's just like having some good rolls too. But I mean, Nightfalls, I do like how you can pick 3. That's really cool. So you can grind them out. Speaking of Nightfall strikes, have you done the 2 strikes, the new ones?
All right.
I haven't done the Dreaming City
I'm
one.
confused because I was told I did one that I thought was absolutely spectacular, and then someone like told me, he was like, "Oh no, that was the PlayStation exclusive strike that you just now got." So I'm like, "Oh, so
Lord of
which one is the PlayStation
no,
exclusive?"
Lake of Shadows was the original PlayStation exclusive. That's the all taken one.
Oh, okay. So maybe I did. I did a strike.
I think there's one I haven't done yet.
Prison of Elders.
Yeah, that's the new one. That's not the exclusive. That's the new. I love that strike.
Oh my god, that strike's amazing.
That is so well done. Like you've got.
Yeah, continue. Talk it out. Talk to me.
I was like, you've got big mechanics with like the subway trains. That was amazing. Like the first time you're like, oh, what happened here? Smash. I'm like,
no.
My buddy, I literally jumped up to the side. My brother's like, hey, what did he say? Just ran right over him. I was like, that was amazing. That was so good to watch. The train's really cool. I just run on the top of the tracks now.
It's nice.
Yeah, you can actually get up there and do that. Um, the modifiers, like if you go on a heavyweight day with a dude, grenade launchers are just ridiculous right
Yo,
now. Like they are
grenade
some
launchers are
powerful
lit.
stuff.
Shout out to Edge Transit, y'all. If
Yep,
y'all
I
get
got it.
Edge Transit,
I have 3
woo,
of them.
I got it on the EDZ. Man, mm.
I have
And I
3
got mine
different
with
ones.
Genesis too. Woo.
Yeah.
hmm
Do they all? Oh, I actually got Genesis and Field Prep. Wait, are they all coming that way?
They must all come with
No, no, I
Genesis.
got 2. I got one with Rampage and Snapshot Sights.
So that one didn't have Genesis on it?
No Genesis at all.
Wow.
So yeah.
Genesis is a big time perk, man, for especially PvE. Big time perk. Love it, man.
Yeah.
And that this is the beauty of the random road. We're sitting here. Like remember when Luke Smith said, "Oh, you'll be excited about your 5th beta." Like it didn't
Now I
happen. And
am.
now I am. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. At D2
Yeah, they
launch,
never
no.
figured that out, and they're like, "Oh, I guess we gotta." Yep, you need some
hmm
random in there. So
hmm
you got trains, you got an actual prison room, which is
hmm
fun, and that boss
hmm
dies so fast with the right
Yeah.
modifiers.
But what
But
was
the
dope?
final part,
Yes.
oh,
Yes.
so good. And you have any idea
Fake out.
how literally lit up my entire fire team got the first time? Like literally, like, oh, what's happening? Oh God,
Yes.
just lit on, quite
Beautiful.
literally on fire.
It's beautiful. It's again without spoiling, it's one of the very cool, like it just reminds me of like why I miss strikes, right? Like you missed because this
Well, that
is
was
one
like the
thing.
War Priest fight.
Yes, it was one thing Addict brought to my attention. He's like, I don't like that they're doing, the story missions is, whatever. And I'm like, I forgot about strikes. And just, it just brought me back to like Omnigol for the first time. But this is so well done. And yeah, man, they really. What more can I say? I mean, it's just again, it's a love letter right now, to the hardcore. It's like we've heard you, and then even in fairness to people who say, "Oh, well, all they did was just bring D1 stuff back, and you guys are acting crazy," it's technically not because at the end of the day, the things that are D1 that have come back in better iterations,
Yeah,
not in the
I think
exact same format.
it's evolved.
Yes, and it's evolved for the better. So the lessons learned from D2 have now shaped, Forsaken, and listen, they're riding high right now, man. I think this is probably the highest I've been for the game, and I'll be honest, I got a little emotional, I got a little emotional. I played Flashpoints 1 through 3 in the car, and I listened to
Of
us,
hours? Oh,
of
jeez.
us, of
By the
us.
way, how terrible were we? I'm
Oh,
sure.
we're
I don't
awful.
even
We're
want to know.
awful, but we've been learning. Nah,
I
we
mean, I'm
weren't
still
awful.
not saying we're like pros, but
Nah, we still not
I'm sure
pros
the
either.
first couple were just out of sync.
We were honestly, we were finding our way, no doubt. But to be honest, give us the credit now. We were passionate. See, you can hear the
Oh,
passion, right?
that hasn't changed.
That hasn't changed. So at the end of the day, it's just like, okay, you know, and I remember you saying stuff like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And then you were like, yo, maybe they gotta wait. And then, we were so bothered in a mess. Like it was such a dark time. And it just
Oh
didn't
yeah.
give us. And I could hear in my voice, like, yo, I don't think so. Like, I don't think they could do it. Like this is arguably like they've done it twice now. Like one of the greatest comebacks in gaming, right? I mean, it's close to being completed twice because the first one was obviously D1 was started off what it started off with. It got better, and then Tekken King. I mean, then it kind of hit a real content drought part. I think that was the issue with one more so. It hit the content drought wall. Other games came out, boom. Then Tekken King comes back, saves the day, yada yada yada. This is they shot their own self in the foot, right?
Right.
Took away everything that the community loved. Then on top of that, there's way more things to play. The competitive MMO space, console shooter space has damn near, tripled. And we're like, I heard us saying, what month should they do it? Should they come? I remember us saying stuff like this.
Oh yeah. Like when do you put it? What are you going up against? What are you gonna fight? You got Red Dead.
Yes.
We got all the stuff we figured it was gonna be a battle to come with, and we're like, what? Where does it fit? Can they get it done? And I think all 3 studios they had High Moon, Vicarious Visions. I don't know who. I think High Moon was more on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
but seriously, like they put so much work in, made so many changes, that I back then I know I didn't think it could happen. So, and the fact that I'm in this state now, dude, I'm blown away. Hats off
Blown
to
away.
Bungie. Like seriously, they
Yeah,
put in the
salute,
work.
salute. As much as we've given them crap, as much as they've taken crap, and they had to take it because the game was in such a terrible place. And I know people that still say, "Hey, I'm not there yet." Still, I hear you guys. Whatever, whatever. I may give it a week or two, but the fact that they're even considering to me speaks volumes that the change is significant for them to even consider. So listen, the sky's the limit. They got to keep on pushing, and I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. As long as this now is the new standard moving forward, we would not go away. We would not deviate. We would not try to cater to other bases. Do what you do best. And the
Yep.
last thing I'll say too is I said this before I was on a Brat podcast, is that I was actually impressed with the number of cinematics in this expansion.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, me and you again, listening to old flashpoints, we would talk, we would say, yo, we've heard the direction that they're switching to, kind of just more giving hardcore stuff and hardcore grind, but less cinematic. Remember, we heard that before, that they would be changing their philosophy. And the thing is to still see that now. Again, I know this is the big expansion. We'll see how that applies. Shout out to my boy Gaming Forte. He said that he wants to see, he doesn't expect that to continue with the Black Armory, Joker's Wild, or Penumbra, because those are technically like raid layers expansions, smaller expansions.
Right.
But I'm just curious, what I'm saying? Because Forsaken, I didn't expect this amount. I mean, we got sequence after sequence after sequence. It almost felt a little Red Warish because you'd see the little logo of Forsaken come in and come out. Remember, like how Red War would do
Yep.
with Gaul. So yeah, I'm done rambling. I'm talking too much. But you go ahead, man. You go ahead. What do you feel overall? But let's get into this 12.
I mean, this is like 10 steps forward, one side step. Like for me, there's so many things they did right.
Yeah,
The feel of the Tangled Shore, the openness of the regions, like the feel of the Scorn,
I forget about that. Yeah, yeah.
the whole new enemy race that literally doesn't feel like even Taken didn't quite have. I mean, they're somewhat different, but they still didn't have
Mm-hmm.
a vast difference. Like this is new. Even the Abomination is not just an ogre. It is its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the Lantern guys. Those guys are really, when they start swinging, good luck hitting that damn lantern. You're kind of screwed.
Mm-hmm.
The Scree were terrifying. So I mean, the enemy type is cool. We've got 2 new spaces
Mm-hmm.
that you can use your Sparrow on both.
Thank God.
I was like, oh, please let me. And then it was like one
Don't
mission.
Osiris us in the
Yeah,
cul-de-sac.
don't pull that crap. The roles, the armor, the activities to do, Gambit like being a third pillar, just the respect of like, hey, there's 3 different Nightfalls. If you want to do one, you don't get stuck doing one. Just the selection of the story missions. If you want to go do the strikes, like the way the campaign progressed and then needing to do things to move on.
Mm-hmm.
I think they need a couple pointers for people who really are like kind of relatively new jumping in.
Yes,
They might be in limbo. They might need a bit of guidance to like get
Yes.
to the next phase. Otherwise, they might be like, "Is this kind of it?" Like,
Where do you go next? Yeah, I agree.
yeah. So there may need to be a couple of those pieces, but overall, I haven't even done the third strike on the Dreaming City yet. I don't even know what that's going to be like.
It's crazy.
The secrets that I've seen in little videos. I mean, there's the places of stuff to find, the jumping puzzles we're going to be doing. My brother's going to hate every one of them.
He's a fellow warlock floofer like me.
He just hates jumping in general. So even if it's on a Titan, but yeah, warlock floofing is rough.
Quick question: have you gotten? Oh, I got it. We got it. It's one thing I forgot. We got to talk about it.
There's a bazillion things we haven't touched, but yeah, go ahead.
I've noticed. I don't know if this is a structured decision that 3 of coins were removed from the inventory.
Straight up gone.
I noticed since I've been playing and I've put in a ton of hours, I've only gotten 1 exotic.
I don't even think I've got 1.
Yep, I got Risk Runner. That's all I got, right?
Nope, I've got 0 so far.
And I've spoken to all my clanmates, and the only person that has anything, somebody has Queensbreaker's Bro. And
Seriously? Good
yes,
lord.
I don't know if that's a quest, but one of my clanmates, shout out to Tag, he's got Queen Baker's bow, and I believe one other person. I think shout out Gary in the chat. What's up, baby? Yeah, one other clanmate has another um exact, but that's literally me counting like two people, right? So as a result, how do you feel about this? Because you know this is a big subject matter for us. So I want to know how you feel about that.
Are exotics rare and actually really cool and hard to
Yes.
get? Yeah, then I'm fine with it. Straight up. We already have way too many from D1 that you can mess
Hmm.
with those. And as
Hmm.
you occasionally be like, holy crap, I got a new exotic. That's actually going to be a feeling again. Now,
Exactly.
if Zerg goes and screws the pooch, then I'm going to be pissed. But for this week, I've enjoyed it.
Exactly. And I guess my only thing, my question is, I'm very curious now to see how Zur is handled because I think that was the right call. And because legendaries are so good now, you don't not even thinking about it anymore because of the random rolls. I mean, you're like, oh yeah, I haven't gotten one, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's not as you're not just showering us anymore. You know what I'm
No, and
saying?
I mean, they didn't feel exotic. They were just like, what's another weapon I'm going to use? It's just I'm
Mm-hmm.
limited in how many slots I can put it in. Like
Mm-hmm.
they didn't feel that way. And I miss that so much. And it's just the fact that you're saying you haven't, I haven't seen it. I know people have been doing reviews, but they're probably like every content creator's like, if you have one, send me an email or a link or something like that so
Yeah,
they can play.
absolutely.
Because you might get one, like all the powerful gear.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
and it would be really
absolutely.
cool if the raid has like the one chest that does have a chance at
Mm-hmm.
exotics. Like, there's more incentive to do that again because
Mm-hmm.
you're going to be struggling. So,
Oh, shout out to Zero. No, I feel you, Zero. He's like, I'd argue that exotics should be hidden behind quests instead of the play. And there you are. You still have the Ace of Spades. You know, we know that's going because you got to
yep.
get finish what you call
Is
it, cage design.
Malfeasance Gambit?
Malfeasance's Gambit, my understanding. So there's still a couple. Oh, I unlocked Chaperone quest.
I don't even know how to do that yet. So,
Yep,
yeah.
I've unlocked Chaperone. I forgot what I did, and Amanda. It's literally the first step was kind of like get 20 shotgun kills in the Crucible. Now it's like some, use arc, and it got that annoying thing where it's
I was
like,
going to say, is it really going to kick your butt again?
yes, it's three times the kicking of the butt because one, it's the second part of the bounty has arc kills, melee kills, solar, and defeat in the Crucible loses progress. So
Oh,
you're back on
no.
that again. Threefold.
Oh, I missed. Oh,
But
God.
you miss it, right? You can't say you don't miss it.
That's a hell of a grind coming up.
But that's what's needed, man. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
like quests like that are going to be hard. Now, here's the question too, and this is from my
Mhm,
brother,
mhm,
one who's not exactly skilled at
mhm.
Crucible.
What's up?
He's happy to play support like Gambit School because he doesn't have to
Mhm.
go PvP. He
Yes.
is really, really like beyond livid that
Mhm.
Ace of Spades requires him to kill
In the
people.
Crucible. Yeah, it's tough.
Well, in Gambit,
In Gambit.
kill invaders with
Invasions.
hand cannons.
Yeah, it's tough. I'm gonna tell
Like
you right now. I'll tell you how I did it. Shut up. This is what your brother is gonna have to do. And he's not going. His teammates will not like this. He has
everybody
to
runs
play.
with Crimson together.
Well, not even. I mean, if you can get shout out to we didn't even talk about any guns we like, but 10 paces. If he can get 10 paces
I think
with
I
a
have
good
that.
roll and what you call it
Yep, I've got it.
yeah, what you call it's got time payload. Listen, it's tough, man. I'm shocked that they tied it. And he tell him if he thinks that bad, he's still. I mean, no, Gambit part is tough because you got to get 5. And at first, I thought I had to invade and then get the kills.
Well, that's the way
No,
it reads. That's the way
I,
it absolutely. I was like reading it in my, and then
mhm,
one of my friends who I
mhm.
talked to last night, they're like, "Oh no, Reddit's all over this. It's the other way." And I was like, "It doesn't even read the right way."
Yeah, man, it's like so now you've got to kill the invaders. So what end up happening, like Attic would be like, I was like, look, bro, we'll both go for it at the same time. If you see the invader, point them out, just tell me the direction where we at, and both of us go. So basically, we're not even doing the objective anymore. We're
You're just
literally
like, "I give up. We're going for these
we're
kills.
just going
Both
for
of
the
us shoot
kills.
hand cannons at this guy and hope."
Exactly. One of whoever get the credit, that's how I got it. So then the second step is like where I'm at now. It's like 25 precision kills with hand cannons. And again,
Yeah,
hand cannons in a better place, but when you see these
I
new
mean they're
legendaries,
not bad on PC, but
yeah,
still.
in a better place. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
feel
shout
you,
out to
Zero. He's like,
Zero. He's
stop
like
shoving Crucible into
Crucible and
everything. It isn't
everything.
necessary.
Yeah, if you're gonna have something that is like make it a quest, like have a true
Mhm.
PvP exotic.
Right.
Make it separate. Don't make something connected to your story force you into doing. And that's one of those, like, for him, I can understand because it's really, really, and he hates
Mhm.
Crucible because that's just not his thing. Like, he's happy to do support and other things, and he loves his shield and stuff like that. But in general, and that's one of those for, I mean, what if people just don't really, I mean, Crucible's not their thing. Some people could be awesome at PvE,
Mhm.
and if
Mhm.
they're awesome and that skilled at shooting, they're probably going to be decent. But I
Right.
mean, generally, like competitive, especially, is like just a whole different animal.
All I would
So,
say is this, and I feel you. You guys are not wrong. You know what I'm saying? I like these things sometimes, only for the standpoint it
but
forces you
you
to
love
get up.
Crucible.
I do love Crucible, and I am biased in that respect. I'll
Right.
admit, you know what I'm saying? But I like sometimes that it forces me to jump out my comfort zone. Like, to be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you. I played enough Gambit. I like the mode. I love it. But it's something that you Ebontis and Zero, stop it. In the chat, I see y'all.
We could talk by text. You can't stop us.
Talking behind my back. Listen, I get it. No one's
In
saying
front of
you're
your face.
wrong. You're not wrong. All I'm saying is once in a while, it's okay to jump outside your comfort zone. Try something different because put it this way, if that part of the first part, I wouldn't have been playing Gambit a lot in the beginning of Forsaken. I know me. I'd have been doing campaign, all that stuff, not even messing with really Crucible and not really messing with Gambit specifically. So it kind of forced me. I'm like, all right, damn, I really want this gun. I gotta get this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of like that. Is it bad game design? Yeah, you can probably argue that. Is it something that's forcing you to do something that maybe you don't want to do? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But if you want that gun, that's the only way you're gonna get it, bro. So you got a decision to make. And ultimately, we all gonna be in there. So
It's
hey,
like, from
give
what
it a
I've heard,
shot.
it's worth it, which is the part where they're going to push it. But even Zero's like, give a pre-ordered ornament on something that makes you do something that not everybody may
Get
want to
in the
do.
Crucible Zero, you selfish online player, offline player. You're like Solve. You're always off. Play with some
And he's playing
friends.
invisible. I'm invisible.
Exactly. He's invisible. That's what this is, the invisible people that's talking.
No, like Zero's got a point. Yeah, Zero, we got to have you on one of these to
We got
verbally
no
talk
Zero
about
gotta
this
get
stuff.
back on. Yeah, he said
But he's saying have path or have path A or have B.
okay,
Hey, go
fair,
get
fair,
that.
fair.
That would be your way to do it.
That would be a way
Do
to do
this
it.
or
Or this. No, you're
this.
right. Zero,
Absolutely.
stand corrected. You are right. I like that. Yeah, you're playing now. Let me look. You're not on
Yeah,
my
you
friend.
got your daily. See, and the daily's okay if you want, like, go and have that as your incentive to go do it occasionally. Be like, hey, you want some powerful gear? Complete 2 Crucible matches for the day. Doesn't have to
Mhm.
be a lot, but it gets you
Yeah.
in there, makes you at least do it. Even if you're not great,
Mhm.
you play them, you finish
Right.
them. It gets you one
But
little piece.
in
But for
fairness to
like,
the Crucible guys, just to cut you off for 1 second. In fairness to if you're gonna do either or, 25 with a hand cannon ain't no. It's gotta be difficult
no,
level
they can have me
matching.
get, yeah. Be
Okay.
like, okay, go kill 10 strike bosses. That's 10 straight
Yeah.
up strike. Like, I mean, it's
So,
gonna have to be long, and that's fine. And my brother would do that all day. Like, I left for a week, like I was doing stuff for a week and came back, and the dude had like leveled up a whole other character on his own. He will play the crap out of the game if you give him a way for him to progress through it.
mm-hmm.
So that is like, I mean, I'm okay making him evil. Like, you need 25 headshot kills, which, what do you get? Not always headshot kills, maybe 2 or 3 a match. I mean, easy, like 10 matches. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
10 strikes. Like, make that time somewhat bad. I'm totally fine with that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
path
cool.
A or path B, just so the people who really want to, I mean, you can make it extra long on the other side. Of like, if it's Crucible, it's easier even. So there's incentive to push them into that.
Right.
But if they really absolutely don't want to, then yeah, I'm okay with that. So
Absolutely.
that would
That's
be
a
kind
fair
of one of the,
compromise. I'm with
yeah.
you.
There were a
Mhm.
couple things I actually saw Blue Westlow, and I kind of wanted to say
Go for
what
it.
he was saying too.
Mhm.
Um, he's basically just saying his only issue with Forsaken right now is the rewards. So I saw some
Really?
people do like blind well, and
Mhm.
like they get like 1 blue, or there's certain things you do where just if it's not powerful gear,
Mhm.
like you really seem stuck at 500. So the whole
Yeah.
thing about like doing an activity or helping somebody out that you're supposed to get something at least 1 level around. Didn't they say like same level or maybe 1 level more even if you go help somebody out? Like, it doesn't, unless it says powerful, it's
Yeah.
500.
It's
So
500. Yeah, you're right. You're at that soft cap. Once you, yeah, you're right. Again, we gotta be careful.
no, I know. Okay, so here's the other two. 100 tokens for gunsmith packages when we don't even get a mod in the package.
Fair. I can
Okay.
agree with that. Mhm.
Masterwork system is the big case, one step forward, one step back. Very confusing why we can't just re-roll the Masterwork bonus on our weapons at the cost of reverting back to level 1. Same goes for the armor attributes. Like, you are literally stuck with whatever it gets. Like, so you can customize, but the random kind of sticks it. Like, I'm reading that and I'm like, I'm torn. Like, it would be cool, like not re-rolling every perk, but your Masterwork is that thing you really make the gun yours. And that one's like, go perks and rolls. Like, if you are lucky enough to finally get your perks and your roll isn't right on your Masterwork, you're like, God damn. Like, if you can't even random roll, like, even if it's just like spend 10 and go for a random new start over, like, if there's no way to go for another, it is kind of a bit frustrating. So there are little tweaks, and these are literally like his only things. Like, I mean, they're small tweaks.
These are nitpicks. Like, I don't consider these like the game is fundamentally broken. Like,
infusion and Masterwork little tweaks. I mean, these are small stuff, but like, this is the point where, you know, somebody like that. By the way, I played a match against Blue Westlow and Fruit when Gambit was on. I got smoked. My whole team got worked so bad it wasn't even funny. I was like, Fruit was on there sniping my head off a few times. Like, I sent Blue Westlow a message afterwards. I was just like, dude, making it look too easy, just absolutely crushed me. I always try and be civil in that stuff just because those guys are cool. But like, that's the problem with PC. Like, the skill cap in PC is so high. God, is it ever?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. No, I listen. All that stuff I consider like quality of life stuff, and those are like tweaks. I don't feel like. I mean, they're not wrong. I'm just saying, like, I'm not like, oh my god, because this happened, it's the worst. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on that like at all either. So it's of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, it's about Orange Jesus with the armor. First of all, let's give credit where credit is due. There's randomized stuff with the armor now that is valuable. So now we're like, damn, I really want a chance to, roll that, and then, you know, getting another chance to add, you know, the perks you want with the mods you want. I get that. I completely get that. That would be cool. So basically, they wanting like a D1 gunsmith where for the amount, you know, you can re-roll the joints. And again, maybe that still comes. I'm confident those type of changes will be considered, especially with this new Bungie that we've been getting, you know, the last 6 months or whatever. They've been so receptive to listening to feedback. So yeah. And as far as the blind well, my experience, tier 1, you know, the rewards were they weren't that great. Tier 2 was giving out the damn super subclass though.
Yeah, but you'll do that once. Then what about after that? Next time,
right. So they need. But I was getting random roll purple drops. But I have to agree with them that the light level was still kind of capped. I wasn't getting like anything over the 500 light level at that point. And tier 3, we tried one. It was a joke. Like, we shot a thrall and he said immune, and I was like, okay, we're not ready for this.
Wow.
We shot one scorn and it was like, what are you doing here? You know? I gotta think so. Yeah, I again, all tweaks, minor stuff, nothing I consider game breaking. I think they will get addressed. I'm confident they will get addressed. And remember, I was the one that told you I'm always going to get addressed. Told you. I'm gonna always
go. Yeah, but okay. So like, how much happened to the old supers though?
We still got some tweaks, but not a lot. I will give you that. We still didn't get a lot of tweaks.
Are they going to get revamped? I was like, so are you going to go missile super? Or are you going to go fist of havoc? I'm going to go missile every single time if I'm running that.
But to be honest, there's certain ones that are better because of the class, obviously. But if you look at a hunter right now, and if you look at a warlock right now, right, and you look at that damn crimson, the solar hunter, new one, right? That one is super effective, right? You look at, you got a lot of stuff that's super effective, and then you got stuff that, okay, as a Dawnblade, am I really going into the Crucible with that? You know what I'm saying? As a there's certain ones I feel that have its place for certain things, and even though the new Kamehameha wave thing for the wall, it's cool, but it's more PvE. I still think certain ones fit towards certain, towards certain activities, as opposed to, this one is just better than that one all the way. That's just me. But as a Titan, maybe you beg to differ because you can't see yourself using standard striker anymore. I kind of get that for you. I'm just saying, like, for the other subclasses, maybe that's a mistake with Titan is what I'm basically trying to say. Like, with the other subclass, I feel each class, the only class I feel is completely useless right now as a warlock is the Attunement of Sky Dawnblade one that you're jumping in and you're supposed to have the wings with, that kind of thing. I don't think that's really going to compete. So I think they have to look at usage rate now and say, okay, they got to do something for this one here. So for a Titan, which one do you feel like is completely like, I would not use that no more kind of thing?
So hammers is like hammers is probably the most even split. Do you want range or do you want a really close smash? Those have actually different purposes I could see. Fist of Havoc, I have a mini Fist of Havoc and I have a missile.
Right.
Like that one straight up smokes the other class. And then for Ward of Dawn versus your walking bubble, like I know you can get one. Now, if you have Ward of Dawn, I could see having more benefit for something like Blindwell potentially of stuff running in. But I mean, that giant super wall in front of you is also kind of a monster. So, but yeah, Titan, I will definitely say missile crushing it. I mean, Zero just in chat literally said new knives outdamage Celestial Nighthawk. No reason to use Golden Gun. Like that right there. So so that's what I was going to say. So that was my hunch. They looked amazing. They sounded amazing. And now they outshine the rest. So that was literally what I said previously in my bet to you. It was like, are the other ones going to get buffed up to match these? Not yet.
Not yet, because they haven't been looked at individually. But if you've played with the old ones, which I have and you haven't, you'll notice they're still more effective because of the base changes they made to abilities. So now, like melee and
supers, though, that's not what I'm talking about.
I understand that, but that still plays in part of the subclass, because at the end of the day, the grenade damage and all that stuff still makes stuff more effective. We're acting like Gunslinger did not get any buffs at all. The extension of the duration of the gun, the storm trance has been crazy more damage in PvE. So let's not act like no buffs happened to the older ones now. Come on now. You said there were going to be no changes and they were just going to throw it in, and it did happen. So now
we're like half and half. Like some got left to the side, some got some buffs, but it sounds like the ones that got buffs, like I mean, so I guess some have different purposes. One's a giant beam, one's like traveling around, and some have different purposes. But I still feel like some outshine, and that'll take some balancing. So
of course, and that's just balancing. It comes down to new stuff in the sandbox. Let the sandbox settle, right? Now, after, whatever come before, was it Black Armory's next or whatever's next? Let's see. They'll look at the usage rates. They'll look at, okay, wow, ain't nobody taking that one Ebontis is talking about, right? The striker, say the basic standard one, when they're taking Torpedo all day. Oh, Gaming Forte, what's up, baby? It's a Destiny dude, man. We got to get you on. God knows his Destiny as well.
Nice.
So it's just like, they're going to have to look at that data. And that's where you come in, and then Ebontis gets his real old school subclass, super buff, redone, redux. And then you could throw it in my face. All right.
I was like, if anything, we'll just buy each other a beer or a drink. Because I'd say it's probably fairly split, because not all got it, but some needed some. Yeah. But I mean, when sitting here, Zero's like, that doesn't apply to my Solar Hunter though. 1,000 class outclasses Gunslinger straight up. He's like, they're gonna nerf my super in time. Oh no, bring the other one up. Like,
I'm just crying again.
I was like, seriously, bring it up, because like my missile, that one PvP smash I did I was like, there were people, and I was like, I got 4 kills. I was like, there's no way, and just the radius is massive on that thing. So
yeah, absolutely. I hear you, man. That's the thing. And they did say some of these supers are gonna break the game. So again, we gotta let the meta settle. We know, all of us as gamers that play these classes enough, we know that there's certain classes that are way better, and then your priorities are going to change. Like, I know for me in PvE, I'm doing raid. I'm doing the new Dawnblade Super, because it is needed. I have saved my team so much time with that Well of Radiance, whatever it's called, where I'm giving out Empowering Rift and Healing Rift at the same time. My abilities are charging. And then on top of that, there's an exotic that when I get it, if I get kills in that bubble, I get my super energy back again. Like you're gaining super. So it's going to be crazy and difficult level activities. I already know what I'm doing. Now, when I want pure DPS, I'm going Dragon Ball Z. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I aim that beam, man, like that was that super is the direct like the answer to Storm Trance, where I was doing tickle fingers running around the map, not
Yeah.
killing yellow bars. You know
Nope.
what I mean?
That was just okay. We go into town.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Not zero. It's not completely useless. All I'm just saying is it's better. The what you call the 1,000 cuts is better. And all I was also saying is there was an extension to Golden Gun with the buff that they made per kill for extension. Is it enough to still compete with 1,000 cuts? Probably not. But that's all I'm saying. They got to look at all the stuff. Give it a couple of weeks. Give it by next DLC. I'm assuming there will definitely be that discussion brought up again about the subclass rankings. Long point.
Oh yeah. I was like, I don't even know what we're at time wise right now. An
Mhm.
hour and a half. So
Mhm.
Bungie did have their TWAB. Pretty light,
sir.
but a couple things we did want to touch on. Full calendar of year 2, in case you guys haven't seen it. That whole thing's in there. But they've just pretty much been sitting back, taking everything in. I'm sure taking 1,000 data point notes on their spreadsheets and analyzing everything and seeing how things are going and making sure everything runs flawlessly. And honestly, I've had like one or two, maybe one or two kicks, but mostly overall very, very stable for a launch.
Right. Absolutely.
Haven't heard anything crazy. They said there were going to be queues. I don't know if you had them. I figured they'd be worse on console, probably worse on PlayStation with all the damn free people. But PC, I was fine. Logged right in. So.
Oh yeah, forgot about the free. Yeah.
Now we got to talk about this.
Yes, sir.
The Last Wish.
Yes.
So 9/14/28 10 a.m. Pacific, 12 Central, 1 a.m. Eastern for all you people in the United States. We got a raid coming.
We got a raid coming, bro. Oh
doing
man,
something really cool too.
Yes.
First is potentially going to get some legit physical rewards this time.
Show the belt. Show the belt.
Literally, like it's a raid belt.
A raid belt, son.
It actually would be really funny if you actually had to send it to the next team when you lost. There's literally 6 or 7 out there in the world, and if you lose, you have to send it over or send it back to Bungie. If you lose, it's like a contract or something.
This is such a great marketing tool that I am surprised they never took advantage of earlier, because again, we all consider raids the pinnacle. You know what I'm saying? Like that is Destiny, the hard content, some of the greatest content, some of the greatest experiences we've had. I've met countless friends, that people in raids that I now consider friends in real life, because you've been through the war together, you've been through Vietnam together with this person and survived the most difficult content. Shout out to my boy Frodo. You know what I'm saying? I had to shout him out. But yeah, man, it's like, this is cool. This is cool. I think this is a great touch, and it looks dope. Like, I look at it, like it looks cool.
Like, that looks like computer rendered, but still, it looks like it'll probably still do that. Well, no, but it looks like this looks like it's gonna have leather, like ornate design, little Destiny logo. You got the raid school, world's first, lashed with player's name, like engraved stuff for the people who absolutely go. And you want to talk about a hard fight? I'm pretty sure this is going to be like under, because potentially what I saw, heads up, small spoiler on level numbers, possible raid is going to be at 550.
Okay.
So if 522 is the highest this week, you've got probably 1.5 more weeks of resets, maybe some more grinding in there. I mean, they might be 545, but I don't think they're going to be over leveled.
Right.
So, and I wonder if it's going to be one of those where you go in and the raid is recommended 550 to start it or 550 to finish it.
Yeah, that's going to be the question. Yeah, this was a good discussion.
Like, do you have it like, 530, 540, 550 is like, that's your levels of stuff as you progress farther into the raid and you get some stuff to help you level up? Or do you straight up start at 550 and the top stuff was like, hey, you could go into, what was it? Crota, you could start at 30, but the final room, or at least Crota, was like 32 or 33. They were OP on top. So I'm kind of wondering how they're going to do that stuff versus us. So
yeah, this is good, man. But shout out to Bungie for this one, man. I thought, this is one thing that I didn't realize is when I first started playing Destiny was how, as we grew with the game, right? As we grew with, post Why am I blanking on the greatest raid of all time? The Vault of Glass,
I was like,
right?
fault.
I'm sorry, yeah, the Vault, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like as I remember when Taken King came, and they're telling you the raid date, and people literally, jumping in and trying to get that level up right before the raid, and it's just that fever pitch of who's going to first, and then people looking at each other's streams. Oh, these guys are this far. Okay, cool. It's something about raids that just bring this community together, and it's just great to see. And when you conquer it, and just seeing everybody's experience it, and that's one thing Destiny never gets wrong for the most part, is the raid, right? That you always, at the end of it, people are like, oh my god, that was one of the most best experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was amazing. Kudos, Bungie. Wow, this was challenging. And it's 6 players. I tell people who've never played it, Destiny, it is one of the best cooperative experiences in gaming. I'm talking a lot of hyperbole today, y'all. I'm just like, I said best music in gaming. I said best cooperative experiences in gaming.
Like, until you've done a 40-person raid in World of Warcraft.
Listen, World of Warcraft people, I know we come from y'all.
Right. I was like, that game's been going strong for 14 years.
Absolutely. And respect to
we got some work.
I'm going to put a caveat on it and say the best cooperative console experience. How about that?
Honestly, like first-person shooter, like this type of experience in a shooter, though, does not exist.
It does not exist.
Third-person, different level game, and even the raids aren't 40-person anymore. But like that is the type of, a raid in World of Warcraft was 10 bosses, though. 10 full-on fights.
Absolutely.
Before that, and that's was like.
But was you with the first-person shooting in that? Did you have your abilities in that? Did you have classes? I mean, you had your classes and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like the graphical scope, they're just 2 different games. They're just called.
Oh, I mean, they are. But I was like, that's kind of the piece is all. But abilities, you had so many more abilities than you can even imagine.
Dizzy, don't you start with that arc. I see you in the chat, bro. Don't you even dare put arc in the conversation.
Survival or Arc Evolved or whatever that is.
Yeah, he said whatever that is. Yo, he butt.
No, I'm trying to remember what the title is called. It's like Arc.
I see
Survival Evolved. Yeah,
this is slick. Yo, when he throw his jab, he'll try to act like it's not a jab.
I was a sheer question. I know exactly what
like,
game,
what's the name of that game nobody heard again? What's the name of that?
It was a game that was in like practice for like 4 years.
Shots fired. Get him in
Are you? I feel like you're having a beverage over there or something. You are like lit tonight.
Oh, I'm lit tonight, dude. I got a couple drinks.
Survival Evolved. That's it. Okay.
I got my steak and shrimp, man. I'm in a good place right now. But nah,
yeah, dude, this guy over here, I'm checking with him when I get home. I was like, I try and get off early, get home. He's like, hey, it's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm working on it. He's like, oh, I'm gonna grab a snack. I grab like a bite of something here, sit down. He's like, still going. Like 9 minutes later, I was like, dude, what are you eating? Like, what is taking you? I was like, you had like half an hour to eat a meal. That shit's got to be cold.
Yeah. That's the Lord Cognito feast, man. We had the drinks, we had the steak, the shrimp, you know.
I got to pour myself a lemon drop martini, got to fire up the grill. Like,
there you go.
A glass of wine.
I had to make this an occasion. This is a lordly occasion. This is Forsaken Week. We've waited for this. I had to celebrate with a Lord-like banquet.
But guys, yep, the Destiny 2 Forsaken soundtrack. If you do the campaign, go get your Destiny rewards. You will be able to get access to this without buying it. So shout out to Michael Salvatore, Sky Lewin, Rodim Moav, and Peter Schlosser. I'm probably butchering a couple of those, but all the composers on those. And this has some stuff in it too. It's got Whisper in there. It's got quite a few things. So if you want to get this soundtrack, find some way. And even if you don't play it, just buy it. The thing is kind of awesome to listen to for like cinematic score type music. They did so well.
Absolutely. Oh my God. That is literally pre-ordered. I've been getting that in the Grimoire book today. I'm
already pre-ordered the Grimoire book long ago.
I just didn't want to get the Grimoire book by itself. I wanted to do like a bulk order, and I might get a couple of shirts too. So it's gonna Bungie expect a package. It's going down, baby. I'm sending.
I just didn't know if they were gonna sell out of the Grimoire, so I literally got it day one.
Yeah, you're smart. I mean, I ran that risk of doing it, but this is for me. The music is for me. I mean, Grimoire, no disrespect, of course, I love it. The book looks great, but oh man, that soundtrack. I need my soundtrack, man. I need my Curse of Osiris. I need all of this Forsaken music. The Cade. I need that music for Cade in the prison. and it's like go back in your cages. Oh, man, that thing, everything.
Yeah.
They knocked it out the box for Cade, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd say, I mean, we knew it was happening. Man, it was done so well.
Glorious.
To like literally to the bitter end.
Yep,
It was.
and he's a
Was
G. I
solid.
mean, I'm going. You really feel away, like yo, I'm going to miss him. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to
Yeah.
miss him. You know, all the lightheartedness, and even one guardian in particular said a comment that regarding his death that was just like that was dope. Shout out to Banshee. Banshee dropped some words for the homie.
Seriously, like if you go check with your vendors and stuff, they've all got a piece. Did you talk to the hell is her name?
Hawthorne?
No, on Nessus.
No, I'm thinking. Oh, I haven't gone to Nessus. You talking about Failsafe?
Failsafe.
I haven't talked to Failsafe.
Talk to Failsafe. That will get you.
Oh man.
Yeah, seriously. Like literally, first thing you do, just go talk to Failsafe when you log in. Turn all your music off and just listen.
Just listen. Oh man, all I remember talking to, I don't recall Shaq saying too much because I speak to Shaq a lot. I don't recall him saying too much.
Yeah, I think I've gotten some bounties. I don't think he did much.
He didn't say much, but your man Banshee, I was like, that's what's up. XO to XO, he says some stuff, but I know who didn't say some stuff after the mission. Let's just call it do it. Zavala, man, we got words, bro. We got words. Like again, I was mad during the campaign, but it's post campaign when he pissed me off even more.
He's just pissing on your parade, man.
Oh man, he just had me. I'm like, boy, let's Reddick, man.
You're like, all right, 1-on-1 Crucible, we going.
Yeah, you got to give me 5 minutes. That's back in the day. We used to call people, pull them outside. You got to give me 5 minutes, bro. Yep. That's how good it was.
We're gonna settle this outside.
We're gonna settle this outside, man. You don't
no
do
ghost.
That. No ghost. I like that.
That's your.
Oh man,
don't you say his name?
Don't you say his name? But this is a fantastic DLC, y'all. This is where
he who gets no respect. Zero's lit tonight. Thank you, man. Thank you guys for being in chat.
Thanks, man. This is great. Thank y'all for the chat. A lot of faces in there. Got to see. This is good.
This is the one piece we did want to discuss with you guys. It's kind of the only piece that really matters besides a couple. There's a hot fix coming, a little stuff like that. Challenges and resets. So, for you guys working on powerful gear, trying to get stuff as much as you can. Basically, what you're going to want to do is check what your weekly challenges are going to be. Those you're going to have some bounties that are going to give you some powerful gear, like Spider. He's going to have one bounty that's pretty damn high level right now, which I still got to go try. You're going to get some stuff from the Dreaming City that's going to be there. And then, of course, your weekly reset, like the Flashpoint, that stuff still seems like it's going to be do your 3 strikes, do your Nightfall. They'll say weekly, and that's exactly how that's going to stay. But they've added all these daily Zero. You're fine. It's fun. Daily challenges, and they're a rotational way to get you to do different things, but it's an additional piece of powerful gear every day. So we're not on this piece that's like, well, I've done my milestones for the week. I got nothing else. Literally log in the next day. So on Tuesday, it was run 1 strike. You got a piece of gear. And it was powerful gear. Next day, it was play a Gambit match. And it's just one quick daily challenge to get you to do different stuff in the game. But as you're trying to level up, and if you're going to do 3 characters, good luck keeping up. Like 1 is what it's going to take for me for a while. Yeah, I haven't even thought about it. I don't even want to even get into that. So, but it's cool. Like, so they mentioned it's a 4-day reset for the dailies. So the first daily strike challenge was Tuesday. So the next daily strike challenge will be on Saturday. And then they're going to have a whole calendar out. Honestly, you could put 4 things in a spreadsheet, add 4 days and just have the next year, which I may do at some point. Doesn't take that long. Gambit, I was on Wednesday. So the next daily will be on Sunday.
Yes.
Crucible is today, it seems like. So that would be Monday. I don't know what tomorrow's would be.
Right. That's a good question. Yeah.
So I'm actually going to be out. So actually, if you get it, text me. I'm kind
of I got you.
Also, as soon as Zer comes out, we're leaving at 11. So I'm
right before Zer, you'll hit you with Zer.
Yeah. Like, just text me with what he's got. Yeah. Absolutely. Just so I kind of have an idea.
Yeah. Because he's going to be key. He's going to be key. I'm very curious. I think they may go Mastercore route, and I wouldn't necessarily have a problem with it. I want to see if they do that.
Him or
Maybe. I don't. I think they're gonna do something
Like
with
as
him.
a currency to buy or currency he will sell?
I think he may sell. I don't know why my gut is telling me this. I don't. I could be wrong. But I think he may sell based on, you know, it's such a premium, and they have to make him relevant. So we know all we knew was the faded in games. We knew 3 of coins went away. He's not going to be selling 3 of coins. He's not going to be selling the nightfall scoring stuff. Remember that's retired.
Is he? I
So
wonder if he's gonna have any bounties too. I really hope he does.
oh yeah, I didn't think about that. What if Zer has bounties? You know what I'm saying? Like I am confident something is going to be different with old tangly face, tentacle face over there.
Tentacle face there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's definitely going to have something different. So I'm actually looking forward to Zer, and we can all clap. Look forward to finding Zer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I'm gonna
saying?
miss that. I'm gonna miss that one this week.
Miss
But yeah,
that.
next week.
Yeah, you're gonna miss your first "Where Is Zer" video because that's what I used to look forward to you as well. Like I'd be at work, with the old reset time when I work nights, and I was like, let me see if he bought this guy. Okay, he's got it. All right, where's he at? Zer's here. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So no doubt. Oh, Zero, don't you start. Zero. He said he gonna sell Sparrow drives again.
Oh jeez.
Oh my God! Remember
Have
that?
you seen? I will say, like the exotic cosmetics in this one look really cool. Like
Mhm.
they have a couple of the coolest and most unique models and stuff. And even just some of the normal ships, they're like substantially different this time around. Like they finally got some creative liberties to like not have the same three things. Like they're getting some more variety. But there's 2 or 3 exotics.
Mhm.
I gotta get me at some point. I actually already got the chicken petting emote.
Oh yeah.
I did get that from one of mine. So that was like one of my first ones that I got. So check that box off.
Absolutely. Shout out to Robo Bass in the chat. He is on fire right now.
Titans are cowards. No. Zavala is a coward. Not all Titans are cowards. I kicked
Yo,
both
oh,
of
you
them
don't
ass, all
associate
right?
with your Vanguard now.
Yeah.
He-
He's
he-
got to suck it up, Buttercup. He's got to get on that.
I see you distance yourself from your man, E, real quick.
Yeah. He's being a bitch. That is
Facts.
your fire team, dude. You don't get on. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm with you on that one. Like, dude, that is your fire team. We don't have any imminent threats breaking down the walls right now. Go take care of that.
Yeah, that was definitely a sucker moment. Gotta put it up in the sucker moments of
I'm
destiny.
kind of wondering if he's gonna have something when it like some pullback moment that actually makes that worthwhile. But we'll
I
see.
think so because again, with the conversation, which you have with him post, what you call it, Cade,
Yeah.
that he is foreshadowing a lot. Do you notice that?
Yep. Absolutely. So
Yes.
I don't know if it's like year 3 or if it's the raid
Exactly.
or if it's
Yep.
expansion.
Yep.
Not sure how far, but he's definitely got something on that mind.
He said,
But yeah,
"Stop giving this man a name."
yeah, he's like he who gets no respect. So,
Facts, man.
but yeah, just watch out for those dailies out there. Those are going to
Mhm.
be your quickest way to help level you up. I don't know what tomorrow's going to be, and then Saturday we would be back on strike. So basically, it's every 4 days.
Mhm.
I kind of wonder from my weekly reset if I'm just going to have to build a calendar for the week so you know what your dailies are going to be.
Yeah.
That'd be my weekly reset videos are going to be. So if you guys are listening or in chat right now, kind of a curious thing, because when the reset comes, we've got all of those bounties to go hunt down from the Tangled Shore.
Mhm.
I've actually been thinking about, because I found most of them, and it's like I just didn't have enough time this week. But next week, if I go
Mhm.
figure out where each one's at, like okay, this one's here, this one's here, this one's here, and just do a separate video for like the spider bounties. I think that actually might be.
I'll be lit too. Yeah, spider bounties.
Yeah.
I
Because like,
actually
what
beat
are
the
the
big
names of
one.
all the lost sectors? And it's like, well, crap, I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember them joints
Yeah.
too. Yeah, we actually cheesed the big boy, the golden bounty that he has.
I haven't done that one yet. I wanted
Yeah,
to solo
it's
it, actually.
insane. Oh my
I
God,
want
the
to try and
mechanic.
solo it.
Oh, it's not happening.
I mean, I was like,
mm-mm.
I saw our boy do it.
SO?
So did it already.
Oh my God, that's so terrible. Jesus.
Yeah.
What has this man not done? Oh my God, he's out of
Not
control.
much. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out, guys, if you want to see. Like, I did solo Nightfalls and stuff, but yeah, he makes me look bad.
Yeah. SO's just on another level with anything. He's just ridiculous. But shout out to him.
So I'm trying to think where it is, but it was yeah, he did he soloed the Blood Cleaver wanted bounty. Yeah, soloed it at 500.
Wow.
40 power levels below. So it's not immune, but that's going to be a long fight. So that'll be a challenge I might do when I get back in town, something like that, if I don't have the whole day with my wife, but we'll see.
No doubt, no doubt.
Other than that, a little hot fix coming. Bungie rewards, as I was talking about, it's basically their little thing of doing stuff in game. I actually like it. It's kind of cool. I'll show you guys in a sec. But other than that, there are a few known issues they talk about right now, so check those out if you're seeing anything major. I don't think anything's too crucial at the moment. They just do mention to receive proper Gambit kill credit for Ace of Spades questline, players must defeat an invader 5 times with a hand cannon. So that it's going to be rough. But other than that, we got some movies of the week, and this is the emblem for just the artists in the community. Always putting out, like, there's some on Twitter, just some awesome artists. There's one I've been watching who does those, like, almost look like black charcoal drawings. Is going to be basically crazy.
Yes, peep that. That's really cool.
I forget his name, like Monocules or something like that. But yeah, all that stuff's cool. And then this is Bungie rewards. So this is where I was talking about. Get the soundtrack. So unlock the reward expires September 30th. So do it this month. Complete the campaign. Once you do, and it actually checks it off. So it's got Forsaken original soundtrack, Whisper of the Worm bonus digital track for unreleased stuff. It's got, like, this thing has just about everything in it, I think. So I just love Whispers on there too, because that is some crazy music.
Yep.
But there's other stuff too. Acquire Ace of Spades, details coming soon. Legendary, so Glory Legend rank in rank 4 is going to be, I don't know what, but I mean, these are awards, and this might be, who knows what you get for it. There's incentive for real stuff that you might actually have to buy other ways for actually just playing the game. I like
playing the game. Absolutely.
Get all the lore, complete all the destination triumphs, complete all the Dreaming City triumphs. Gambit, complete all lifetime valor and glory triumphs. That is a Crucible monster.
Yeah, it's a monster.
And this is probably about the raid.
yeah, clearly.
But that's just kind of cool. Just, I mean, if you're going to play their game, get a little extra. So I'm always down for that. Nothing you have to buy, just cool stuff. So
gotcha.
Just got an Ether Doctrine with Rampage. Hello. A couple of those auto rifles. I'm at a point. Okay, so I do want to ask. Auto rifles feel weak. At least a couple of them I got, they don't feel strong. Like to the point where it's kind of sad. What are your thoughts? Like scouts, I think still need some work. Pulses, I literally have not got one yet.
Oh, I've gotten.
I don't have a pulse rifle to my name.
Wow.
I've got crap autos. I've got a few hand cannons, some sidearms.
Oh, I got crap sidearms. They keep drowning me in sidearms. But
I have not got one pulse rifle.
Zero. I got a 450 pulse. I'll tell you right now. Let me look at the app. I got actually 2 pulses, one in energy, one in what you call it. The rolls I got, I will say right now, Rampage on anything with any type of roll right now is really strong. Now I'm gonna tell you what auto I have that is ridiculous in Crucible. I'll tell you right now, hold on. The auto that you need to get, it's in the energy slot, is Misfit. Oh my Lord. 720 RPM. I got believe I've got Rampage on it, and like I think like a quick draw or something like that, just for fast scoping and stuff like that.
I've got it, but it didn't feel powerful in PvE. I haven't done much PvP.
I agree. PvE, not
PvE
so much.
Auto rifles feel real. That's, I guess, more what I was talking about. I haven't played in Crucible, so maybe that's its fit. But in PvE, it takes like a full clip or one hand cannon bullet from 10 paces. Like
I feel 10 paces. Hand cannon with time payload has been good. Again, the high scout ones. See, I've gotten some really good rolls, man. I've got like, I've got like scout. There's one I got like it's a high impact scout with full auto, and I think also Rampage, and that one is really sick. It's called the Cut and Run.
Oh, yep, nope.
Cut and Run is actually, I don't have Rampage on it. It has triple tap and outlaw, and it's a beast in PvE. That's my PvE scout. You know what I'm saying? So I got that going on. Bowls are really strong. I will agree with you. I haven't gotten any autos that are PvE strong. Like I haven't got any high impact autos or any like, old school autos that I can compete with, like Origin Story and all that good stuff we used to have.
Yeah, like they just, both that one and Ether Doctor, both PvP or both auto rifles in PvE suck. to me.
Well, yeah. Listen, they're not damage dealers. They're not. Yeah, I gotta agree with you. Hand cannons are better out of the new stuff that I've seen. But pulses have been strong. There's another one, the right side of wrong. That's another really good strong one, and it plays decently enough in PvP, but it's really better in PvE. I got a good roll. I feel sidearms are very strong though, even though I'm getting too many of them. A
Yeah, well, I
Vestian.
was like, yeah, there was one or two sidearms I was using just in PvE, and I was like, I'm actually killing stuff. Like, I got
Yeah.
one of the full autos, and it was just kind of
Yes.
as I was leveling up a random blue one, I was melting
Hmm.
stuff for a while until I kind of over leveled out, and I was like, dude,
Yeah.
like
It's
I don't know
it's
if I've seen a sub machine gun either.
I've got sub. I got one bad reputation. That's really good. I mean,
I'm like missing
sidearm.
like archetypes right now. That's how
I
my rolls have been
know.
going, man.
I know. I've
Which is
been getting
weird.
it. Yeah,
I don't have a
cannons.
legendary rocket launcher yet.
Me
Not
neither.
one.
No
I
matter of
just got
fact,
my first legendary sword.
I didn't get a sword yet. I've got one legendary rocket. It
It's an
was
old one, but
let
it's
me tell
pretty
you
good.
what, the hockey legendary rocket launches are really nice, man, because the tracking is a little bit better when on the zoom in.
Yep.
And I just wish I had one with cluster bomb or something like that, but I don't know if they roll like that.
I've
But
seen somebody get tracking, and I think it was on Guardian Radio. It was either KW or Mark.
mhm.
Hawkeye tracking and cluster.
See, that's gonna be the god roll. Like
Yeah,
hockeys are the move now. Like the tracking is much better. You lock in and you hear that, "Meh," and then you just let go.
yeah.
Boom. Grenade launches. Good lord. Good lord. Grenade launches are back. They are back
Your
with
grenade
a
launchers are
vengeance.
insane.
Yeah, they're really
I got
strong
one that
right
was sticky though. Didn't even realize it. And I was like, dude, too. I was like, oh crap, wrong type. Didn't
now.
even realize it at the moment. So
Uh-huh.
that'll throw you off for a second. But yeah.
Hmm.
Um, but see, that's one of those things that kind of bugs me though a little
Hmm.
bit. If you say Misfit is that good in Crucible and that bad in PvE,
Hmm.
how does that how does that happen?
It's,
How is that far off balanced? Is one of those things that makes me still wonder, like,
mhm.
I don't know how they screw the pooch on one end so bad, but you guys say it just melts on the other side. I'm like, because it feels like trash in PvE. Like it takes me a
Let
clip
me ask you a
to
question
get
though.
one hit on the same guy with 10 paces.
I feel you. Do you have Rampage on it?
No, but
Or-
that wouldn't matter if it's just a gun to gun. Like Rampage is going to come after a kill. I'm talking normal. I have
Yeah.
under pressure and I have tap the trigger. I'm just talking a straight normal kill time.
No, I hear you. I mean, they're not in that dominant place. I'm biased. I'm probably the wrong person to ask on that one because you know,
No, I'm just saying. Oh, so okay, use your one with Rampage. Take a hand cannon in your primary spot. Go
no,
work
no,
on
no.
somebody
You're
in
right. You're
PvE,
right. You're
and
right. You're
then.
right.
But it
I'm
was
not.
like, just try it
I'm
out.
not
I'm
arguing
curious.
that. I'm not arguing that. You're absolutely right on that. The 10 pace is going to outbeat that in PvE all the time. What I'm saying is that archetype that you're talking about is a 720. Those don't hit hard. So what it is I haven't seen any other autos outside of that archetype that are new. You see what I'm saying? Like I've got to see it. Yeah, I've got to see. Like I haven't seen like a 450 or a 600. You see what I'm saying? We've just
Mhm.
gotten that 700, and it's it shoots fast. It's like doctrine of passing, a weak doctrine of passing in PVE, but in PvP, I'm telling you, take that same gun in there, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. So I think just what it is we haven't seen those different archetypes on the new weapons yet, and I'm hoping they're there. I don't know the whole weapon.
There seems to be a lot of variety from what I'm seeing so far.
Yeah,
So
I'm seeing a lot. So hopefully, like I said, those are drop, or maybe it's like a gun gunsmith kind of thing. Because I had a lot of gunsmith materials coming in, and I also have the what I would advise if you've valored, you've prestiged your valor, right?
I did it previously, but I haven't done it yet this time.
I mean
I
the
haven't done that.
second one. Have you done the second one where you get the shell?
Yeah, I did get that one. I got
Okay,
two of those.
that shell is very important because it's the only shell that like really increases gunsmith stuff from all sources. So you can literally just leave that shell on, and you'll get almost double in conjunction. I don't know if it's officially double gunsmith resources, but it's way better than any other ghost shell. And what happens is in any activity, Crucible, Vanguard, Strikes, whatever you're doing, it's going to give you more. And then I keep going to him, and maybe I think he is the source of giving me these better guns that I'm seeing. So maybe you
Hmm.
want to give that a shot and see
Yeah,
if you.
I mean, I have like 4,800 weapon parts, so
Oh, bro, go, yeah, go holler at Banshee, man.
I've done a couple and I've got a few, but yeah, I just haven't. I've been waiting to like dump them yet just to see. But honestly, dude, my shell, because like that's why it's like I'm good on most materials. Star map shell, man. Caches on every planet with a 50-meter range and glimmer gain. I'm just rolling the whole time.
Every planet?
Every planet, 50-meter range.
Wait, why do you get that? Where do you get that at?
Star map shell. It's an exotic one that just came through at some point. It was some previous like year 1 thing. And generate gunsmith telemetry on any elemental weapon kill. So I have 50-meter range, increased glimmer, and a gunsmith. Now it's not increased telemetry, but it's on any weapon type.
That's yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's my ghost that just sits there. So.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Zero. Yep. Love Misfit. Love Ether Doctor. Great guns, man.
Yeah, I've got both of those. I just don't have great rolls, I don't think. So
yeah, I've been getting trash. I haven't gotten any bows. That's another thing. Like people telling me.
No, I have the basic bow, and I think I leveled it up. I infused it once just so I could still toy around with it, but no.
Yeah, man. Haven't gotten it. I've seen like I said, shout out to Fonz. He's gotten one with I heard Rampage on the bow is crazy. Shout out to Zero. He's saying Cerberus +1. The exotic. I've seen the exotic, but I don't have it. You know, there's a lot of stuff out there, man. So, but I like that. We're still in that discovery phase. Still trying to figure out what sources are, and you know, and different weapon archetypes and stuff like that. But yeah, it's. Give us some time. Give us some time. I think we just haven't seen your archetype because right now 720s have never been in a good place in PvE. They've never been.
That's just the only 2 auto rifles I've got. So just so far,
So hopefully there's the other, like I said, it's probably like a 450 or like a 600 that will drop, and then we can kind of test it out because that will be more comparable to the classic D2 autos that actually did damage. You know what I'm saying? Because Origin Story was 450, Ghost Primus was 600. I've got the other ones. You know, you got you know, Positive Outlook and Uriel's Gift. All that's like that 450. That seems to be. I'm assuming those are the type of autos that you had success with and that you liked.
Yeah, pretty much. So
give it a shot. Hopefully this should still be in
there. Well, I think we're at about 2 hours.
Yeah, we made long point.
Yep, definitely got there. But yeah, honestly, for me, Tiger Spite I haven't seen. So much to do.
So much to do.
I've got to dive into the city more when I get back. I'll be like Sunday. If I'll probably still be hanging out with my wife because I won't see her for a couple days. So Monday all day because I'm mostly off. Yeah, so it's gonna be. There's so much to do. The raid is coming. I'm not going to be ready. I'm really not going to be ready. I know I'm not.
Hey, it's all good, man. You got stuff to do. Do things at your own pace. There's tons to do. Even if you're not like level ready, you can still do other quests and get the right, you know, weapons and slowly gear yourself up for for powerful gear as well as exotic quests, man. There's a lot of stuff to do.
Yep.
A lot of stuff to do. Oh yeah, Zero's preaching this Tiger Spite. He said it's in the Dreaming City. I'm gonna have to get it. All I got from Dreaming City was an armor, so I got to see what that's about too.
No, yeah, I got a scout rifle that's kind of garbage. 200 RPM scout rifle. It's got explosive payload, which isn't bad. Did that get fixed, by the way, or no?
Explosive payload was nerfed
yeah, I was like, I think that's
pre-patch, pre-patch, even before the last 2 patches, that was nerfed.
But it's also a scout rifle with hip fire grip, which is just awful.
Yeah, you just got some bad rolls. RNG just hasn't been blessing. I can tell by what you're saying because I've gotten something that's like I'm gonna tell you right now though, timed payload is lit now. Like they've done something to time payload because when you hit that initial damage and then it's like a delay and then you see that second proc of a number and that can kind of finish off a lot of red bars. And I'm telling you, I'm loving time payload right now.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know if it's new, but time payload is a great perk.
I haven't even seen that perk.
Basically, let's say you're shooting a red bar, right?
Okay.
I shoot a red bar, the initial shot hits tremendous damage, but then a split second later you'll see a yellow flash of an additional damage count, so it's like a delayed explosion off of every hit with your primary, or whatever weapon you're using.
Wow.
I have it on a scout and I have it on a on 10 paces, and I can't stop using that hand cannon. Like it hits like a truck already. It hits strong already, but with that time payload, like you're really ripping through enemies, and it does fairly good damage against yellow bar and stuff and bosses and stuff like that with consistent DPS. It's solid. I really love that perk.
It was like my 10 paces of quick draw and Zen moment, which is kind
Mhm.
of okay, and then
Yeah.
I've got
See, you're
opening
getting a
shot
lot of
and moving opening shot,
yeah.
moving
Those are
target.
see, you're getting amazing Crucible perks. Those perks I've been using in the Crucible. Those are
Yeah.
godly. Shout out to Zero on the time payload was on the yes. It was the only one that had, I believe it had it. True Prophecy. Yes, because me and Kaibatsu was talking about it. That's what the hand cannon from Future Warcall. So if you got that, that's time payload. It's really good. Because I wasn't Future Warcall, so I didn't know about it.
Not a clue. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know, but yeah, man, I am loving that. Oh, really good. But yeah, like moving target, all that stuff that you got, bro. You're Crucible ready. Like I'm listening to your rolls. Oh my god! Like some of them, I'm like,
opening shot, moving target, tactical mag, and true sight.
bro, that is aim assist, move assist. Like you are hunting someone down with headshots with those rolls.
Hopefully, I can get my ace of spades whenever I finally get to do it. So
I feel you, bro. Hey, man,
all right. Yeah, guys, I think we talked your ear off without probably spoiling too much stuff. Just a lot of hype. Kind of get in there, have some fun.
Yes.
Just shut a door, order some pizza, drink. Actually, don't order pizza. Have some real food like Cognito. Have a feast. Don't snack. Just drink lots of water. Have some real food, cooked food. Don't go with the crap. Go feast style, proper shrimp and steak. Make it a treat, and then don't sleep.
I love this advice. That's it.
Have a treat and don't sleep.
Have a treat. Good. Don't sleep. I feel you, bro.
Oh, well, I'm going to be out for a couple of days, so I'm going to miss Zer. I don't even know if I'll do a video when I get back, but I will have to. Zero's like, another hour. Let's go.
Zero's out of control. I love
it. Can I just have what you guys are on? Because I'm literally going to try and get up in about 4.5 hours and work out. So I'm already going to drag ass all the way through that workout.
You'll be heard. You'll be heard, man.
Right.
It's just that excitement, man. But yeah, let's wrap.
No, believe me, I want to play right now, and I know I should go right to bed, but I want to log in and like play just a little bit. I want to go do something, but it's like I got that itch.
That's what it's been, man. That's exactly
so no. I'm loving it. Is it perfect? No game is not. I don't know. No game is perfect.
No game is perfect.
But did they nail a 9 out of 10 for me so far? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm like I said, I'm early review is that. Just want to reserve judgment, even though I'm super confident in the raid. In the raid, I just want to see the raid. Want to see how it's done. If they do that, which I'm extremely confident and nail that, then we can start talking Destiny expansion Pantheon talk. Start that real discussion. We'll do a flashpoint.
Yeah, the raid will be the determinant if it beats.
Yeah. That's how we know.
Because Taken King's a big bar. I mean, that was the
King's a bar. Taken King's a bar. And when I read articles like Tassie just dropped one today, it's their Taken King moment. It lived up to the bill. When I hear the detractors, the people who are very hard on Destiny, give it its due, they're doing something right. So let's see next week. Last wish. I'm ready. Gonna get the team together, get this thing popping, man.
All right. Well, I'd say that pretty much wraps it up, guys. For me, hit me up everywhere. Thanks to all of you guys that participated in the giveaway. Got a few new viewers, watchers, and other type things. But yeah, got a couple. What I was trying to do for the giveaway is do a full year 2 to somebody. So it was year 2 annual pass and Forsaken. The guy who I drew first ended up saying, hey, I've got it on Xbox. So I was like, okay, well, so I'm going to get him the annual pass. So I reached out and drew another guy. I was like, hey, I've got an annual pass going out, but I want to do a full. So I was like, what can I do for the Forsaken? He's like, oh, I don't actually have it yet. So I got him credit on PlayStation. But then the other guy came back. He's like, well, I was thinking about going on PC, but he played on Xbox the whole time. So I ended up buying him just all the collection except the annual pass. So I did him the full year 1 and Forsaken collection on PC. So ended up giving away a little more, but got a couple people out there, and it was cool. So that one guy, whenever, it was the guy who won the first one. I think I told you, but I didn't really mention it to anybody else. He lives where I work. He lives like whatever city is like. I mean, a city could be 10 minutes big, but he's like he probably works no more than 20 minutes from my house.
Wow. How
So I was
crazy
like,
is
at
that?
some point, I want to be like, hey, let's just say hey, because I just want to meet the guy because he's that close. And then Dizzy, I figured out, did not even know because he actually did the drawing and I had cities. And look, Dizzy, he's probably about 45 minutes from me.
Tell you, Texas two-step, man. I'm coming back. We got to all
Yeah,
hang,
you got
bro.
to come down. We got to do like a live. I don't know if we do
Yes.
50, if we do 100, but we got to do a live one.
Yes,
For sure.
absolutely. I'll
Absolutely.
be down for it, man. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We got Panda, we got SWAT, Texas two-step, man. We
Yeah,
gotta
see?
definitely rep it, man. Love it. Love it
Yeah,
down there.
Dallas Fort Worth out here in Texas. We got you covered.
Absolutely. I am down for that, bro.
So, all right, guys. So for me, it's Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Ebontis everywhere. Subscribe, follow, enjoy the fun. Lots to come. What about you, sir?
Yeah, man. Lord Cognito, obviously you already know the Iron Law podcast will return on Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern, the Inner Circle Network. We're gonna have our level designer, game level designer, Luis Yepes. And he's worked on a lot of titles you may not have known, as well as done level design for State of Decay 2. He actually worked on that as well. So just to get some pick his brain and get this, he's a huge Destiny fan.
Hey,
Huge Destiny fan.
you got
Hey,
definitely stuff to talk about this week. Then
oh
you guys
yes.
may as well just wrap up ILP being Destiny and him.
I know, right?
That's all that matters this week. Next week you can talk about anything else. This week it's Destiny.
Exactly.
So.
You know, Destiny's on the docket. So please tune into that. That'll be new time, 11 a.m. Eastern, because
For football. Yep.
even the
You're back.
Lords bend the knee to the NFL.
Hey, at least you are okay, bend to the knee as opposed to shit in the White House. So anyway, moving on. Sorry, I had to get it in there. That pisses me off so bad.
And that's why I set it up like that. Because I knew the reaction was going to get that. It was awesome. Oh, yeah, man. So I get 11 a.m. Eastern. We're going to rock like that for football season for a while. And, until everybody's teams are eliminated by like January, February, go back to 1 p.m.
Like, all right, it doesn't matter anymore. It's fine. Right.
Exactly. It's for fantasy football purposes primarily. So we got that. So yeah, please tune in for Luis. That's going to be good. Obviously, Iron Lord podcast. I mean, the all the other content here you can find Flashpoint as well as other Iron Lord podcast content will be also on the Iron Lord podcast YouTube channel and on Twitter. I am at Lord Cognito. Also, one thing I got to say it before. Shout out to Lord Snaldo. We're doing on the Iron Lord podcast channel tomorrow at 7 p.m. Well, actually, technically today because East Coast. He's doing a giveaway, Scum giveaway for the PC game Scum. It's fantastic. It's off that kind of like PUBG / Fortnite mode battle royale, but also much deeper. A lot of systems, deep systems. Put it this way: the game, like, you have to manage everything about the character, but you could even do a number 1 and a number 2 in the game, if you know what I'm saying. So, based on resources and stuff like that. So it's a really good game. We got a chance to preview it. Lord Snaldo is going to be doing that on the Iron Lord podcast Twitch channel, 7 p.m. And I got the links in the description. Also, the video is up promoting that. So please tune in, get a chance to win a game on PC. If you're on PC, stop by, hang out with the Lords, the stream team. And that's what we got going on this Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
The hype man, if you ever need to get hyped up, call this man. Do it. He's going to make you feel inferior to everything he says, like he can't live up to it. But you're going to enjoy how you feel for a second.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you big time.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for the late stream. You're going to play all damn night. So
yeah.
He's ready. He's got that vampire life, and he's already locked in.
I'm fueled up. I got my drink. I'm ready.
What are you drinking? Gotta ask before we go.
All right, we got to keep a little hood here. We got
If you say Hennessy, I'm gonna punch you.
Actually, I usually drink Hennessy, but I got actually doing the coconut Ciroc. We got a little pineapple. We keeping it smooth. We keeping it tropical for the summer right now. It's the summer months ending, but we gotta keep it theme. So it's a little flavored vodka, that kind of thing. I ain't doing it straight tonight. Normally I do it straight, but I ain't trying to be too lit for the podcast. So.
Yeah,
that's what we do.
You're already on tilt there, sir.
Yeah, I'm nice.
Yeah, you're feeling good.
Feeling good right now. Dizzy EJ is right. Yes, sir. Strikes with you. I got you, sir. I'll be on.
What is E&J?
E&J. Oh man, that's an old school. I forgot what EJ stands for, but it's actually a good drink.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that one up in a second.
You
Oh, well,
like
thank you guys. It's been awesome. Enjoy the grind. Try and get sleep here and there. Maybe shower occasionally. Be decent humans. Brush your teeth.
Oh my
You know,
God.
good stuff. Because if you're just sitting in that chair, change your underwear, please. All those good things. Do that, because if you're living in that chair, you got to get some stuff rotating through. Keep them clean. If you die, remember, have clean underwear.
No doubt.
All
Word
right,
of
guys.
advice
It's
from
been
my sponsor.
awesome. So, thank you. Yeah, Mac Weldon, get that underwear. So, antimicrobial underwear. All right, guys. I think we're out. It's been awesome. We will see y'all soon. Have a good one.
Peace.